Welcome to the online broadcast that brings discussions to the next level. You're listening to the VOB podcast with your hosts, Bakoto, Osiris Imanu, Spiky, and your sexy senpai, Kyrie. This is the VOB podcast.
That was dope.
That's dope as shit. Holy shit.
Big surprise. There you go.
What is this? Why do I look homeless? Oh my god! I look like an old dirty bastard. Oh my god!
It's a Spider-Man meme, Kyrie.
They're not perfect.
It's beautiful. Now, before we even begin anything, it's time to give you guys the lore. So what ended up happening is that these three guys were playing Elden Ring a little too hard on their mods, and it blew up the studio. We salvaged everything we could. Senpai's holding the TV and honestly somehow keeping the electricity going so we can get, anything going through the TV. So yeah, we're right now in the back of a New York alley. We could probably be mugged, but we're gonna do this live anyway. As that one news reporter said, we'll do it live. We'll do it live. That's what we're doing right now. So
100%.
Without a further ado, it is with great pleasure to say that welcome everyone, and including you wonderful bastards, to season 2, episode 1 of the VOB podcast. I'm very happy to do this. I'm very excited, as the intro explained it, but we'll do it for today. Hi, I'm Bakoto. I'm the fuddy-duddy with the butt chin on the right.
I am Osiris Imanu. I'm the guy who's pedaling under the desk to keep the TV going.
Exactly.
I is Spiky. I'm the blue-haired guy. I'm just a guy being a dude. Hello.
And hi, I am your sexy senpai. I'm looking ugly today. I'm struggling to hold the TV up with my, my right ear, but it's all good. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. That's what's up. Thank you for holding the TV. Listen, I know you guys were enjoying that Elden Ring, but next time do it at your homes. Now we gotta find a new studio. We're kind of behind on schedule. Yeah, listen. I'm pretty sure the fire department's the fire department's not even there. Like, it's right across the street from us. Like, you guys can't see it, but trust us, it's right across the street from us. We just moved to like the back alley next door. It's like next to like a very sketchy Italian restaurant. I don't even know why we're even here. It's kind of weird. It's really weird.
We did have we had topics prepared for today. Like, we were gonna put them on a nice whiteboard and all that. But they got crumpled up and burnt in the explosion. That's the garbage can right next to us. We had Kyrie run through and pick them up for us.
So we're gonna do our best to even talk about anything about today. But before we even begin, I do want to announce a few things. As you guys can all tell, we've kind of finally went through the official revamp of the VOB podcast. As you guys can see, we've added the new transitions, the new opening, and there's also an outro. Spoiler alert for those of you who make it through the end. And yeah, and if you look at the Twitch page, we've also updated everything, including the Twitter. And if you guys pay attention to the Twitter, we actually finally did it. We finally are an official podcast. We actually are, and I can't believe I'm going to say this after all these times I've been wanting to say it. We're now on Spotify. We're now on Amazon Music, and we're even on iHeartRadio. We're on a bunch of other podcast supported platforms. So if you guys don't mind, go ahead and check us out, because we are making a lot more content soon. And as a matter of fact, even though we've made 40 plus episodes, I've only chosen 9 to be the official season 1, just because the other ones, they kind of got messed up with audio. It's unfortunate, to be honest, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Here, hold up. Let me actually get the
unfortunate events. That's the reason.
Yeah, we're in the back of a back alley. We could probably get mugged. Honestly, I hope to get Senpai first. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we'll mug him back.
Yeah, okay, we'll jump him.
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest. If someone's getting mugged here first, it's one of us three. Because if I was the mugger, right, and I just happened glanced at the three of us, I'd feel sorry for Kyrie. I wouldn't mug him. He looks like he's down tremendous already.
Looks like he's staring at the hoochie mama across the street. I'm not even gonna lie.
He's not having a good day. Look at us, we're smiling. We look like we're jumping him. He's having a bad day.
A bad day, man.
He had the worst day of his life.
He's having a great time at Elden Ring, and then he hops into this.
I'm just, right now, this, how this moment going, this is exactly how it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. But yeah, so I guess that's the quickest announcement I can say. Yeah, so give us a look at that link that we just posted right now, and if you guys happen to listen through Spotify or whatever, leave us a review and all that, so then that way this whole thing grows. We got more stuff coming in the works. It's just, this is the beginning. This is like Marvel Cinematic Universe phase 1 type stuff right now, where we're slowly expanding. Eventually we'll become the VOB Cinematic Universe. It's gonna be beautiful.
Bob Cinematic, gotta use it.
Bob Cinematic.
Bob Cinematics.
Bob-o-matic.
Yeah, but how was Elden Ring, guys? How was Elden Ring? I was watching it, but how was it?
pretty
Tell me.
fucking it was fucking amazing. I got to
Indeed.
we got to run Ozzy through there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
finally
Got
played.
carried.
Yeah,
I was
basically.
playing on spectator mode and I loved it.
yeah. Bro, you just having other
I
people
loved
do
every
your work.
second. Yeah, listen. First of all, they were all like way higher level than me, so I was just walking through, and they were doing literally everything. I would die in one shot and then just watch them and commentate. It was perfect.
It was man.
I got to see. I don't know why. I got the exclusive shot of Senpai was busting it down for me for some reason.
Oh my god.
He was busting it down dirty, bro. But
I
was he
don't saw
going with the
that.
sauce? What was he going with the sauce? That's the real question.
Go with the sauce? No, I mean you
No.
can't say that. Not Kyrie. He was trying really hard though. I'll give him that. Like he really just got off the horse and was like, anyway, it's something to see. You won't believe it until you see the clip. It's different.
Man,
there is a clip.
we don't got no
You
clip.
Go
We
check
don't
it
have
out.
no
It's
clip.
a,
No,
yeah, we got a clip.
Yeah, you know what? Post a clip. Post a clip on the post a clip in chat. Post a clip in chat. Yeah, if people want to see it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What y'all want to see what? See what? This is meat riding right here, man. Y'all be jumping up together, all three of y'all meat riding just to see a clip. Come on.
You were meat riding the air. What are you talking
No,
about?
It's
you were-
true.
you were
You were
right.
meat watching on a whole nother
And it was
level.
just
Yeah,
you were trying
yeah.
to send me a message. It was just for me.
Yeah,
Ours
gang
is
up.
different.
Man, what's wrong with y'all right now? Y'all not realizing the meat riding it should be illegal right now. This is why we're in the dumpster right now of this. We can't pay our bills. We can't. We run out of electricity because of this. Y'all meat riding more than y'all trying to keep the company up, man. What bathroom I'm gonna sleep in now, huh? Huh?
Well, I mean, there's the trash can right there. You can sleep in there.
It's
No,
true. You could.
that's all the shit we own. Just paper.
just paper.
Just paper.
Well, I call dibs on using the TV as a blanket. That's all I'm gonna say. Have you ever seen those memes?
Pedal all night just to generate some warmth.
Have you ever seen those memes where it's like when your friend forgets to give you a blanket during the sleepover and they like find the weirdest thing to cover themselves with?
It's a bunch of Legos. They take a Lego box and pour it on themselves.
They use the
Man,
actual
that pillow
couch.
Yeah, the pillow come to clutch though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like damn well your homie should have brought you a blanket, bro. Like, come on.
Does you dirty, bro. It's terrible. That happened to me once. I had to use like actual bathroom towels to like stay warm for the night. It was horrible.
Hell no.
Never again. This is why I look so ugly, because the cold messed me up, man. It's okay though.
What's my excuse?
Imagine being cold.
Yeah, you were born that way. I'm sorry. Like, there's no other way to explain it.
I'm deformed. It's crazy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the explosion messed our faces up, but yours was already messed up at the day of birth. So it's okay though. It's okay though. Maybe one day we'll fund your plastic surgery. Who knows? One day. One day.
You know what I just noticed?
What's
Which
up?
is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is
It
crazy.
looks like
okay?
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It does look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Look, both. Okay, this is the color picker on Photoshop, right?
Yeah.
Why are you lighter than me, Kyrie?
I don't know, man. I guess you just. You know what?
There's no way you make
Why
fun of
is
me
he
for
like?
being light-skinned.
Hey,
There's no way
wait.
you make fun of me for being light skin all the time.
Wait a minute.
I don't know,
You're lighter
Ozzy.
than-
I think you're appropriating, man, because you
Appropriating?
I'm just saying, you're not even black, really. I'm just throwing it out there.
There's no way you're coming at me like that.
I'm
to
just
be
saying,
fair-
you're Bobby Tarantino black,
Bro,
bro.
look like Logic, and he's calling me a fake Negro. What is this?
I'm just saying, man, you darker than what you really are right now. I think you're just trying to, use my culture as a stepping stool for your career. We don't. You
But
can't
you
do
lighten
that.
yourself up because you don't like it dark. What are you trying to say here?
I have a brown. I'm a black man. I take a bath, unlike you. That's why your skin's so dark. Okay.
Oh my god.
You take a what?
Yes, I take a bath. I take shower. Your skin dark because you're dirty.
Oh,
Yes.
way.
You're dirty for using my culture as a stepping stone for your career. That's what you're doing. You're not even black. Yes.
Bro, I
You're
don't
like
got
a
a response
beige
to that.
color
That's
right
crazy.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't even have a response to that because I'm dirty. Damn.
Yes, man. Dirty Dan. Yes.
Damn.
Dirty.
Yes. Yes, the embarrassment is immeasurable. I can feel it. I feel it.
Embarrassment.
Harry
It's
just
not
gets
embarrassing.
lighter
I
with
just-
every bath.
he just bathes in bleach.
Senpai Kyrie, everyone. Give him a round of applause. Holy, he's pulling a Michael Jackson. That's crazy. Is that what
Yeah,
I'm hearing?
man. I got a bit of LIGO. Yeah, man.
He got reverse vitiligo. He got vitiligo. He's on that Uncle Ruckus.
I'm telling
you.
I'm getting dark.
Bamboo Obama.
Yeah.
Well, that was that's
man.
beautiful. But you know what isn't beautiful? You know what isn't not funny?
What?
Crypto. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Did
That's
you
From
know-
crypto.
You know what?
The
You're right. I
currency?
take it back. Yeah. Just overall. And you know why I'm even mentioning crypto at all? Do you want to know why? Right,
Hit
because
us with it.
I'll prank you, John. Okay, let me tell you right now. Logan Paul and crypto don't go well together. And as a matter of fact, I will say it right now. Any kind of influencer with crypto should not belong together. It's a recipe for disaster. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the whole crypto zoo scam. You know, Aussie, you want to take it away? I feel like you'd be the best one to tell this story.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is basically what went down, right? Correct me if you guys know if I went wrong, all right?
Yeah, we'll fact check you.
Logan Paul starts off this new cryptocurrency called Crypto Zoo, where it's going to be this app and game, right? Where you're going to invest in the cryptocurrency. You have this egg, right? You hatch this egg. It turns into an image of an animal, and you could crossbreed the animals you have to make like crossbred animals, whatever. It's going to come out like you could mix a panda and an elephant and stuff like that. And what he promises is that this is going to be a really fun game, that it is a part of the blockchain, so you can make money off of it. They're NFTs he's selling, basically. And what is it? It's going to be a really fun game, NFTs. You can mix them together. The rarer your animal is, the more it's going to sell for, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
This was all about a year ago. The game launches and nothing works, essentially, right? Nothing works, essentially. You could buy the game for real money and it'll work. But when you buy it with Ethereum, which is the other option, it's another cryptocurrency, for the eggs, it doesn't work at all. So you can't hatch the eggs. You have the eggs, you can't hatch them at all. Nothing's working. And this project essentially went silent for like a year, right? Until about a month ago or a few weeks, I think a week or two ago, actually. CoffeeZilla, who's a reporter on YouTube, made a series about Logan and this cryptocurrency that's been he's been silent about for a year. And he found out that it was a big rug pull scam, essentially, right? Where what they did was Logan Paul and his team of, I think it was 3 others. He had Eddie Ibanez. He had Jake, the Crypto King. He had his boss, his manager, Jeff, and himself, right? And they were all invested inside this project. And they did some pretty scummy stuff, which if they did it with stocks would be illegal. It's insider trading. So what they did was they launched the coin like you're supposed to do. The app also was half-baked, obviously, because the stuff didn't work. So they launched a half-baked app. They launched the coin. They said that the official launch date was, I believe, I forget what day it was, like September 10th or something like that, or July 10th or something like that. But the actual launch day was a few days before that. The reason they did that is because they went ahead a few days before and bought up a big chunk of the cryptocurrency. Because how it works is the price of the crypto will go up if there's not a lot of it, right? So you start with a set amount. They bought up a bunch of it so that the price would go up to drive up the price. And when the price is really high, they had basically access to a large amount of coins before anyone else did, and they were going to sell for a huge profit. They're projecting $120 million profit off of this. All right. What ended up happening is inside, like Jake the Crypto King and Eddie Ibanez, they ended up out scamming Logan Paul, and they sold before Logan Paul was able to sell. He didn't make anything. And they both made off with about $6-7 million. I think $6 million for Jake and $1 million for Eddie. And the whole project basically fell through. It was exposed by CoffeeZilla as a huge scam, and now Logan Paul is rebuking, saying that this is a defamation video against him, and he's going to sue CoffeeZilla for exposing him and this and that. There's a lot of other moving pieces, but that's the TLDR of it, basically.
It sounds sketchy as hell. Holy shit!
It is sketchy. Yeah.
It is beyond scummy as well. Something I do want to mention is because the reason I wanted you to talk about is because you gave the TLDR because there's actually a lot more things that happened in there, like that just shows how scummy it is. Because how it was is that Logan was saying that he hired artists to actually make these animals, like all these unique animals and all that. And if you actually watch the 3-part series that CoffeeZilla made, it's actually well thought out and well done. I highly recommend if you guys watch it. He explains that he found out that the images used for the animals are actually Adobe photo stocks just merged together. And I'm kind of bamboozled because he's talking about it in his podcast Impulsive, right? He's like, oh yeah, we're hiring all these people to draw all this, where I'm working with them thoroughly, and we put $1 million into this project. I'm very excited for all this to happen, and it turns out it's not even $1 million that was put into it either. I think it was less than that, actually, significantly. I think it was $500,000 actually.
Yeah, I think it was 600,000. I just sent in chat an example of the egg. Like, you hatch the egg, it turns into that panda. If you crossbreed the panda with an elephant, it turns into that. That's the hand-drawn images that he spent dozens of weeks and hired 10 artists to create.
Yeah, let me.
Somebody put that thing down.
Yeah, it looks it looks so bad. Here, I'll go ahead and put it up here. But yeah, Spiky, you saw from Ludwig's point of view, right? Or not point of view, but his video about it. Anything you wanna? Did we miss anything? Anything that he explained? Is there anything you want to add?
So basically, the whole thing about the dates and stuff of how it was supposed to be planned out. It was supposed to be. They made the official announcement in August. But they had it open so people could get as Ozzy said, could get first dibs on a bunch of this stuff back in July.
Yeah, it was.
That was pretty much it.
I think it was called Zoo Tokens. Is the currency that they had for the game. It was that, or you bought it through Ethereum or whatever. And yeah, I just think it's scummy overall. And I think what made it worse is that Logan was trying to throw a bunch of people under the bus. He's point fingers everywhere else that's not towards him. At some point, he eventually said that his lead developer flew away to, what was it, Switzerland, right? I think it was Switzerland.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And then the developer actually talked to CoffeeZilla saying, oh yeah, I flew because he didn't pay me. So, I took all the codes and told him, I want my money, but clearly he didn't get paid. So, I mean, makes sense why he'd do something like that. But I think it's still, crappy, this whole scenario. He deleted his response too. There you go. Yeah, he made a response. I was trying to watch it, but I never had the time. But honestly, I think from what you told me, I think he was trying to deny everything, right?
I watched Logan's response video, and I also watched his podcast, his recent podcast, where he made a public statement, and he did delete his response. I'm going on his channel right now, and I'm looking at it. He did delete his response. That's crazy. Probably his legal team advised against it because he made a bunch of stupid claims inside his response. I'll give the TLDR of the response as well, because I watched it today and yesterday.
Yeah, go for it.
The TLDR of his response, video, was he said CoffeeZilla was way off about a lot of stuff. He said he's right about all the scamming except for Logan. He said basically everything he said was right except for about me. He said my intention wasn't to scam. I didn't make any money off of this. Right? Which is true. He did not make any. No, it is true. He didn't make any money off of it.
Is it true that
because he didn't? Yeah. Well, I mean, CoffeeZilla even acknowledges inside of his videos he didn't make any money because he didn't sell his coins. Till this day, him and Jeff still have their coins. They didn't sell at all.
That's right. The whole wallet portion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. But the only reason he didn't sell was because Jake stole all of the money that he was supposed to get. So he was intending to sell. It says that inside the text messages that were leaked, where they were talking about doing the inside trading, saying we're going to drive up this price and then we're all going to sell and we're going to make 120 million between the four of us, the 4 or 5 of us. But Jake ended up selling when it was capped at 60 million. So they lost out on a lot of money. He essentially got out scammed. He failed to scam. That's what it was. His intention was to scam, and he got out scammed by someone else. Yeah. Inside the video, he made two major points. One was the fact that he never sold. Another was CoffeeZilla. He says the phone call CoffeeZilla made was illegal with Jake, the crypto king, because he got on a phone call and he recorded it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said he did not have Jake's consent to record,
right?
Which is stupid, right? Because yes, Logan lives in California, right? Which is a what is it? Two-party state or something like that, or it's a two-party consensual state,
right?
Which means if you want to record a phone call, both parties on either end have to agree to be recorded. But CoffeeZilla lives in Texas, where it's a one-party state law.
Yeah, so he just has to say he consented, and it doesn't even matter on the other end if they consent or not.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And actually, Taylor Swift and Kanye had a big, like, really public court case, I believe, about this, where the same thing happened. Kanye recorded in a one-party state, and she was in a two-party state, and won the case. It's completely legal to do that. So he lost. He has no points here.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if it does ever end up going to court, it really depends on who you go to in you know, for the you know, the jury and whatnot, right? Because every single one, you know, decides differently. But even then, right, it's like, if it's perfectly fine on CoffeeZilla's end, you know, then it's still like he's not doing it illegally. If he was like in any other state that prohibited it, then it's like, oh yeah, no, that's not okay. But even then, right, it's like I'm pretty sure, like, you know, he probably called him and asked him if he could ask some questions and all that as well. I would assume he would have. But
yeah, but there's a difference between, like, can I ask you some questions and I'm going to record this and post it online.
True, it's true. But it seems like they know him, so they feel like they have a general idea of what he's all about. Which, if that's the case, you know, if they really didn't want to talk to him, either just don't answer him, like a bunch of the people in the video did, or just say,
like Logan did. Yeah,
exactly. And we'll get to this part right now of what I would have done. But I think what made this video even more hilarious is when he called, like, CoffeeZilla, he called Logan's manager. His manager is one of the most demicky people I've ever heard. I'm sorry, but like the way he responded, he's like, well, you're supposed to cover news that's correct and factual, so you just got to do that. Okay, but I just wanted to ask if you're denying anything. Well, you just got to, you know, deliver news that's correct and factual. It's like, bro, you're not avoiding the question, right, dude? You're doing it horribly wrong.
Yeah, and he kept saying, I'm just warning you, like, you're legally liable for everything that you say. And CoffeeZilla says, does that mean you're suing me? Like, no. What I'm saying is that you're legally liable for everything you say.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but like, whoever hired, like, I don't know what Logan saw in that man, but I don't feel like that man has actual managerial experience. Because I don't know, like, the way he went about everything is really stupid. It made me feel baffled. I'm not gonna, like, if it was me, I think I would have approached it more like, I can't confirm or deny, and it is, you know, I can't say anything like, I don't know how to word it probably, but it's like, you know, I can't say anything until, you know, we like have it all figured out and whatnot, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what you say. You say, listen, I have we're going through a legal process right now.
Yeah.
And I've been legally advised not to comment on this.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's what I would say. Thank you. That's how I was trying to say, but I just couldn't figure it out right now. But yeah, no, it's so stupid. You can also just say, I can't confirm or deny that, right? Because it's like, you know, it just shows you just can't say anything right now. So, you know, L plus ratio on his manager. I'm sorry, but like, he really should get fired. Hey Logan, if you ever end up watching this, you know, you should fire your manager, bro. He's kind of mid. He's kind of mid. I have to be honest with you. That's just, you know, my personal opinion. But you know, if we gotta avoid any legal problems and all that, you know, he's mid as much as Theodore Roosevelt back in the olden days. There you go. We added a president.
Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah.
Fun fact: if you add, like, I guess apparently if you add like a president or something political, it's perfectly fine.
Apparently he was a murderer. I found out. I think, was it Roosevelt? I think so.
Oh, I don't know, bro. We're not talking about presidents. I'm just saving our hinds. I'm just saving our rear ends. Also, yeah, and I think what made the entire video even worse is that people actually thought Logan was a good influencer, which, I mean, I mean, I'm pretty sure you three know all about Logan Paul and what he was all about before, after his Vine days. He was just very clout chasing. And then, what stopped him and gave him the reality check was that whole Suicide Forest vlog in Japan. And it was, my God, dude. I wish like people like that just weren't on the internet, but it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Here we are. But yeah, no. And I think the worst part of it all, which, you guys can take over at this part, but like, was his name Eddie Ibanez? Is that his name?
Yeah, Eddie Ibanez. Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Spiky, who is that guy?
I don't know.
We lost in the sauce. Y'all know him. We don't.
All right. Well, okay. I guess I'll say it. Eddie Ibanez is technically, and correct me if I'm wrong, Aussie, but he was technically the lead developer of all this, right?
Yeah, he was head of the development on the project.
Yeah. So
yeah,
he was lead developer for the CryptoZoo game, and how he got in there is because he was vouched by a bunch of other big time. Was it like, not influencers? What, billionaires or were they millionaires?
A businessman. He's tricked billionaires. He's tricked professional associations.
Yeah, just a bunch of businessmen, right? He got vouched from businessmen to say, oh yeah, this guy worked for the CIA. He graduated MIT. He's an orphan. And you know why I mention orphan? Because someone actually did a whole case on Eddie Ibanez. Like, he interviewed him and all that, and found out that everything that Eddie Ibanez said is a lie.
Yeah.
I believe it.
He is not an orphan. They found out. He claimed to have worked for the NFL, saying that the reason that the NFL won, or there was one team in the NFL that won the Super Bowl. I forget which one it was. A few years back.
Philadelphia Eagles.
And there you go, the Philadelphia Eagles. And he said it's because of calculations he made on a program, which is not true. They deny ever having worked with him. He claims to be an orphan. He was never an orphan. He claims to have graduated from MIT. CoffeeZilla reached to MIT. They gave him comments saying, we can confirm that no one with that name has ever enrolled in our school. He's just a general
liar.
Not liar, scumbag, cheat, fraud, all of those things. Yeah. He's I doubt he knows how to code at all.
Bro.
He must think we don't have Google. Or
you see, that's
phone
the thing.
numbers.
That's the funny part. That's the funny part. It was like older businessmen, so like I don't think they were capable enough to actually fact check everything he said, because I think the what was it, the manager of the Philadelphia Eagles, he actually brought him on. No, it was for a baseball team, because he heard about the Philadelphia Eagles. But anyways, he interviewed him and on a Zoom call, and he was like, so how did you figure out about how did you even get into this job with the NFL? And he's like, oh, I met this dude. I said, let me try. And I think about it like if it was a street fighting game, trying to figure out how to avoid our players to lose the health bar. And
oh my God,
I can't believe, like, a lot of people actually thought this guy was legit. He's been on, what was it, like ABC's and not ABC's, but like Good Morning America. I think that's what it is. He was there with his wife, for a whole segment about cooking some dish, and the wife was like, "Oh yeah, Eddie's mom taught me." While he's here saying, "I'm an orphan," it's genuinely one of the most baffling things I've ever heard in media.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, you'd think it's super easy, like you just said, Carrie, to find out that this guy's a scammer and to discredit him everywhere. All this stuff has only come out recently. It's been really well swept under the rug. Like most of the a lot of people, for a year, a lot of the people who interacted with him had no idea. He successfully scammed billionaires and millionaires, not just Logan. To Logan's credit, it was a lot of other people as well. He was a good scam artist, and CoffeeZilla is just a good reporter and digs deep.
It's horrible, and I just want to say, this is why I do not like the entire theme of business gurus. I don't like influencers, trying to make stuff, because it's people like these that like give a bad example of like, other people and whatnot, and I think it's genuinely scummy, and I mean, it's like, I don't know if there's anything you can legally do since it's in the crypto world, because I don't think they've done anything to do any like finalized, what is the word, like legality rules on it. Because I know crypto is still like one of those markets where it's still like ungoverned. which is why crypto
It's
is
unregulated.
It's
Yeah.
unregulated, yeah, and it's why a lot of people prefer crypto right now because the government isn't involved yet. You know, they're trying to get that all finalized and sorted out. But yeah, right now as it stands, it's just very ungoverned and unregulated. So like you can just put whatever out there and actually scam people out of millions and millions of dollars, which is crazy. And I think the worst part about this entire scenario, and it's what I appreciate about Godzilla or Coffeezilla. Oh god, Godzilla's actually reporting this. Whoa, no, but Coffeezilla actually got the victims of this entire scam to talk to him and to explain what they were thinking about all this and how much they spent for like zoo tokens and how much Ethereum they spent for the game. And some people went as over $500,000 worth of cryptocurrency just for that game that doesn't work. It's actually awful, dude. It's really awful.
Yeah, no, it is really, really, really bad. And all of Logan's responses have been really bad. He came out with another one, I believe yesterday or the day before, where he went on his podcast Impulsive and spoke about it.
It's awful.
He was openly questioned by Mike. He was such terrible responses. He basically said he has no problem with Coffeezilla's video. His problem is the framing of him as this mastermind scammer. Because he was saying, I made the app with no intention of scamming people. That's what he says. First of all, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Because there were text messages leaked where he talked about rug pulling. The rug pulling is when you sell the coin and then it crashes.
Yep.
He plans of rug pulling the entire coin. But even beyond that, right? He's the owner of the business. Okay. So even his argument, I hired people, they happen to be scammers. And so all the blame should be on them and not me. But he's the business owner. Right,
which is a lot of crap. It's a lot of BS, right? Because it's like you got to think about it like this: you're the one that hired them. You should at least do some background checking, right? I mean, I think that's common business practice. It's why when you apply for a job, they have that whole background check process. And I'm not saying you should do an actual background check, but I'm saying is like you should check a little bit more into the people you hire, unless you know what they're all about, but you just you think they're going to be useful for some alternative motive, right? Or and I generally think it's very scummy what he did, and I don't think that Logan's all to blame, but I do think that he should be responsible for what he's done. And same thing with Crypto King, same thing with his manager, and same thing with Ep.1 is I feel like all of them should take responsibility for this. But it just sucks that I'm pretty sure there's going to be no legal action on this unless it goes to like the court about the whole defamation thing that apparently Coffeezilla did.
He did say in his video that he is going to sue Coffeezilla for defamation. He said for sure he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to end up doing that because he took the video down and he really has zero case of defamation against Coffeezilla. He has not 100%. Even half a case. Coffeezilla did not defame him at all. He reported facts and the facts made Logan look bad. That is he just doesn't like that he looks bad in this. And his reaction to this has been like a toddler throwing a tantrum. He's really like, it's a very immature response he made. He should have just bucked her down and said, this is my fault. Like my sister, okay, is a business owner, and I spoke to her about this, right? And she says, even if I hire someone, right, if they end up pulling a scam and steal money from me, which investors put in the company, I have to take the blame for it because I hired that guy. It's the same thing with this. Even if his intention wasn't a scam, which it is because we know from text messages, he still hired those people. He hired 3 scam artists. He had Eddie. He hired Jake, who's a known scammer, and he hired the engineer, right? The one that supposedly pulled out with 30 colleagues working under him. That ended up not being true. So that is a liar. He had 3 engineers working with him, not 30. All right. He is a known criminal. He's been arrested for obstruction of justice and a bunch of other charges as well. He's a known criminal. And the reason that he ran with the code is he quoted $1 million, or what is it, $1 or $5 million that was owed to him by Logan. And he said that because he had 30 people under me working $50,000 a week, which is untrue. So Logan refused to pay him, which is why he ran away with the code.
Yeah.
He quoted a false number to Logan. So to Logan's credit, that did actually happen. But this guy is his record is public. He's a known criminal, and Logan hired him. He hired 3 scam artists and a criminal. Like, of course it's going to go south. And that's your fault. Why Why would you said maybe not do a background search? Hell yeah, he should have performed the background search on every single person he hires. I wouldn't hire someone without performing a background search on them.
Exactly. It's just it's redonkulous how unprofessional he is, and just how little he knows to run a business, right? Just because you have the money doesn't actually make you a businessman. I don't know. I feel like a lot of these people think that they are, just because they pull these quick scams and they just flex it, and I think it's really horrible, right? Because I mean, you guys tell me, have you ever guys gotten those ads of like, oh my god, this is how you lose weight in just like under 3 months, or hey, you want to be a really good videographer? Take my 90-day course and you will learn how to do this and make a 6-figure salary in just under 3 months. Stuff like that. It's redundant. It's awful, dude. Like, for me, I actually was very curious to see what happens if you sign up. And let me tell you, I forgot who the dude was, but he was like telling you, here's how I started, making my own business to the point where I'm able to make, a 6-figure salary and not have to, work, a 9 to 5 anymore. And so I was watching, he was repeating a lot of the same things. And eventually he's like, if you buy my book, it'll teach you everything. And I will, help you in this program. And I will make sure, you do all this, and that. And I was like, oh, okay, a pyramid scheme. All right, bet.
No, if you want to get rich quick, there is an actual way to do it, and it's exactly that, a pyramid scheme. Pretend
100%.
like you have a bunch of money. Pretend like you have a successful business. Go online and say, I have a successful business. I have a lot of money. I could teach you how to get money. All you have to do is sign up for my business course, where I'm going to open up a Discord. I'm going to hop in once a week. I'm going to give you really generic advice. I'm going to hire a few of my friends to come on as well, some business partners I've made. They're going to give you really generic advice. We're going to have some pre-prepped videos. I'm going to make like 12 videos for you that you could watch that are going to give you really, really, really super generic advice you could Google, that I'm actually going to watch a YouTube video and copy the script of. And if you want to get more, then pay for the extra courses, or go to go and read my book, or go and read my my, what is it called, autobiography, this, that, whatever. That's a real get rich quick scheme. It's that pyramid stuff.
Oh,
and someone else involved, and I'll give you 3 months free membership. This kind of stuff. That's really how you get rich quick. It's easy.
And you got to pay me by the end of the month, and you just got to pay me by the end of the month, and you can't back out of this now. I'm sorry. It's actually horrible. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Before, I was always thinking about it, and I was like, who would fall for this? Who would legitimately fall for this?
People.
And I'm glad you said that, Spiky. You know why? Back in my old job when I was a supervisor, I had a trainee come in, right? I was teaching him and all that, and he was always about the money. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna work a lot. I'm gonna get all these extra overtime hours because I really love the money." And one day, and you're not gonna believe this. One day, and he was like fresh out of high school, dude. So I was like, okay, you know what? I get it. You just want the money. I understand that. When I was fresh out of high school, I would work a lot because I wanted money. I wanted, to have my own stuff. I get that. But the dude, legitimately, like 2 weeks after I trained him, he quit. And it was because, I talked to a businessman. He was teaching me that I should do this, and that. And he said that it would help me get a lot of money. And I was like, you shouldn't do that. That's I'm pretty sure that's a pyramid scheme. He's like, no, this guy's legit. He comes back, I think like a month later, asking for a job. All right. And I actually talked to him. He's like, what happened? He's like, oh, no, you were right. It was a pyramid scheme. And, I gave him the book back, and, I tried to get out of it. And it was a big mess trying to get out of it. But yeah. I was so close to laughing. Like, I feel bad for him, but I'm like, dude, you can't.
No, don't feel bad.
You're right. I shouldn't feel bad for someone that's so easily blind.
Yeah, I remember
stupid.
Once it happened
Stop
to me.
being stupid.
Yeah, get some help. But go on, Hussy.
Stop it. Get some help. Yeah, it happened to me once. One of my friends, okay? Oh my God. One of my friends, he was like, oh, I'm working for this insurance company now, and it's so good. They're going to offer me this much money. And if I get people to join, they offer me a bonus salary, whatever. You guys have to come. We're having a meeting this day on like Saturday. Come join, whatever. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll come join. I already know this is BS. So I went and I joined and I listened in on the meeting, and they talked about, it was like a motivational speech. They didn't talk about business at all. They didn't talk about numbers at all. Yeah, super motivational. And the guy was like, and everyone brought in this many people this month and this and that. And so our numbers have gone up. And I'm like, what are you guys selling exactly? And it just never made sense to me. Like to the point where after the motivational speech, whatever, I went to the boss of the office who was in charge with one of my other friends, and I sat down, basically like interviewed the guy. I grilled him. I was like, okay, like what are we selling here, and this and that. And eventually, it boiled down. It was just a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, he couldn't even give you an answer of what you were selling, right? He was trying to elude that you're gonna sell stuff.
Insurance. Exactly. This, that, the third. How they really made money was people that were stupid, like my friend, who summoned me here, and I would sign up, and then they would make money through that.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is a stupid pyramid scheme, and I'm not stupid, so I'm out of here.
Yeah, no,
it was crazy. The guy was stumbling on his words. I felt, I was like, bro, how could I be friends with someone so stupid? And how dare you invite me to something like this?
I hope you told him, your friend, that personally. I'm just saying, dude.
Oh no, I grilled him. I told him he was stupid. Listen, I don't cut corners or hide my words if you're doing something stupid. Like I was like, bro, this is stupid. It's a scam. I'm not doing this. Why did you? This is wasting my time.
Yeah, really.
And he still worked there, and he still stayed there. And I was like, okay, whatever.
You know, maybe he's making money, but it's just very unethical. And you know what sucks is that you can't really get people in trouble for pyramid schemes. I mean, you could, but like the way that they're formed, it's so hard to you know, point it as a pyramid scheme just because of all the loopholes. I mean, I don't know how you know where you are, bro, but over here it's just very hard to like, you know, say, oh, this is a pyramid scheme, here's all the evidence. You know, like the way they do it is enough where it looks legit, so like they can avoid all those legal troubles. It's insane. It's insane how that's, you know, people find loopholes for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they walk on the line of technically legal, you know.
Wait a minute. Now, what are we talking about? Spiky, I think I know where you're going. Spiky, please go. I think I know what idea you're trying to sell me. I'm kind of in, but yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say it's time to scam stupid people. So
I agree.
Hey, you guys want to be rich like us in the back of an alley on New York?
I almost considered doing it once. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Legitimately, yeah. Like, you know those like get rich quick like business schemes that I explained, like the ones where you make video and all that.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that, like buy YouTube ads, make videos for how to grow a company and get rich like me. And it would be one video, and it would just be me saying how I got rich was getting people like you to buy my subscription.
Oh my god, just do a satirical video.
I'd be just completely honest. Like, if you want to get rich like me, make yourself a company like I did, post a video like this, and just be like, that's how you get rich. And I'd get rich. I was like, I considered doing it once at one point.
We should totally do it. We should like totally do it. We should like make a video.
I am so glad like this topic came up. But I know nobody saw the video that I sent to Vico about the
dark arts.
The content creator, the dark side of content creation.
All right, how about this? What's up? All right, I'm gonna let you go right now, but I will say I didn't get to watch the video. Thank you for reminding me. I'm still gonna watch it after, but I do understand
the gist of the video.
I'm gonna watch it now, dude. But like, most of the stuff you sent me is pretty fire. But I think overall, I just want to say before we go on into this portion of the dark arts, because I think it's important we talk about how to avoid all this, who not to be, and who should you trust on the internet, because I think this is really stupid. I don't think people should give in Logan Paul a second chance and believe that he changed. Like this is ridiculous. Is this actually what's the first one? The first one was the Suicide Forest, no?
Yeah, so first is Suicide Forest, and then you give him a second chance because of that, and then this would be his third chance because no, it's you know it's the saying as it goes, right? Fool me once, shame. What was it? Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, it's awful, but yeah. Fool me thrice, get the piece.
Yeah. My end to this portion of the piece of the whole cryptozo thing. Educate yourselves. The crypto market is very dangerous. If you're willing to go into that whole section, it's very sketchy right now. Or you can wait till it gets regulated. Up to you. You know, none of my concern. If people want to tell me I'm an idiot for not investing into NFTs, good for you. I'll keep working my 8 to 5 and you know still make good money. Anyways, just be careful with who you believe nowadays. What do you guys want to say?
With that, it is really about make sure that you're going for a trustworthy source. Crypto in general and NFTs and all that, I just say stay away, especially now, like the market's super crashed. But you said invest in crypto. It made me cringe so hard because I was talking about this with a friend the other day.
Really?
In 2010, if you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin,
Oh, you would have been a
and you sold
billionaire.
when it was 66, yeah, you would have made $8 billion if you sold when it was 66,000 for a coin. Now it's like 16,000. So that's the
Yeah.
big crash. Like last year, it was $66,000 every
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Now it's 16,000, and that's the strongest cryptocurrency there is. All of them have dropped since COVID ended. Basically, crypto is just it's super unstable. I would say it's
Yeah.
not it right now. I don't think so.
Not right now.
I'm
like,
not big on investing, but I don't think
Yeah.
it is it right now. Like go stocks are better.
yeah, just
But
go to
even then, stocks are dropping. Everything's dropping.
Yeah, I mean that's just how stocks go. They drop, they come up, they drop, they come up, right? It's like it depends on what you do with your stocks and who you hire if you're not well educated in stocks. I will say this though,
Yeah.
while I'm not too fond of NFTs or crypto as a matter of fact right now, I do feel like it's gonna be a viable source of income in the future. I just think, they gotta get it regulated because that's how anything works as long as it's regulated, right? Because then it differentiates what's considered what could be shady and what cannot be shady. But I'm not too sure on how the whole process is. That's just how I genuinely feel when it comes to unregulated stuff. It just feels like it just leads to a lot of disaster.
You're 100% right. But the whole appeal of cryptocurrency is that it's a universal currency
Right.
that is unregulated. That's the whole point of it. It doesn't belong to any one government, and there's no regulations that go about it. If not, it just becomes stocks.
It
There's
really
no difference.
does. It really does. And
At that point, it should just get absorbed into the stock market. But yeah, like everything is down right now. Even like the super steady, like stable stocks, Amazon,
Mhm.
Tesla, all that
Oh, yeah,
stuff
they're going
down
down.
because they. I think I was talking to a friend. I think last week or the
Mhm.
week before, Amazon laid off like 14,000 employees. I think it was, and the stocks dropped heavily.
Yeah, it dropped heavily. But I think what I'm hearing, and I think I've been hearing this for months now, is apparently we're going to go through another recession, which could have explained all that. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait till the media says we're in the next recession, baby. Buy all your houses while you can, baby. Buy them while they're cheap, baby. Anyways.
It's going to be great if you have the money to be a homeowner. It's going to be wonderful.
Fun facts, people. When the recession hits, go buy a Lamborghini. It'll be cheap, I swear. I promise. No, but
That's so money, bro.
yeah, but I think like overall, we'll have to see. Like it's still who knows what might happen. Yeah, like I get the appeal, but I feel like at some point something's gonna change. I mean, nothing stays forever. I mean, let's look at Twitter, people. Let's go back, a few episodes ago, and let's talk about Twitter. But Spiky, dark arts.
Yes.
What is that? Educate us and the audience, please. What the heck is the dark arts?
All right. Well, I don't know if I can tell you about the dark arts here
I'll
on
help you
stream,
out.
but I can tell you about the dark side of YouTube
Dark
content creation courses.
Let's go.
All right. So, I showed Biko. I don't think I showed either Ozzy or Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah. This YouTuber, Super iPads Wolf, he does some great video essays, like really, really amazing channel. Made this 2-hour long video. Huh?
Who did he did it on that I sent you a meme about? What? Let me scroll up real quick because I thought it was hilarious that we were like talking about the same dude. Like I sent you the meme about the dude.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Biko sent me a meme about
Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder. And I literally just got done like watching a Super iPad Wolf video about Nathan that, he's basically going over that Nathan is playing a character and that's not actually him.
Okay.
But anyway, point is,
he makes good content.
He makes really good content. He made this 2-hour long video on content creation courses for people that want to be like big content creators.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about a bunch of people that already have a really big following, especially Logan Paul. wait, no, not Logan. Jake. Sorry, wrong asshole.
What's the difference?
Agree.
One's more
Ooh,
stupid than the
nice.
other one.
Nah, you
I
got
actually
a
like
point.
Jake more than Logan.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Because Jake, okay, I'll let you continue. We can talk about it right after.
Yeah. We'll move on to the next topic later. Who's the better fall brother?
None of them, but
Good answer.
yeah. So basically, he paid for different content creation courses,
Mhm.
or that supposedly, taught you these secret tricks on how to beat the algorithm on YouTube, how to grow more followers, this and that, and they have all that info just behind a paywall.
Yeah.
And so he spent like, I think, close to $1,000 on a bunch of classes
Mm-hmm.
by a bunch of different content creators and YouTubers,
Yeah.
and basically boiled everything down to every single one of them being the same, just generic answers, nothing specific.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good video. He explains it a lot better than I do. You should totally go watch it.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour video. I would hope he
It's
explains
2
it.
hours, but it's really, 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 really good. First half of the video, it's just exposing those
Content
content
creators.
creators and their courses.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half of the video is him talking about his experience in content creation and interviewing other content creators. Like, who did he interview? Mother's Basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Iron Mouse, Rustage. Who else?
Rustage.
Yeah, he's he makes
Anime.
he makes
yeah.
music.
Damn.
Yeah, so basically going over and interviewing those content creators and even smaller content creators with less than 1,000 subs and 1,000 subs,
Mm-hmm.
and just going through their experience on YouTube. This video mainly focuses on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's again, it's a really good video.
Send it over to us so that we could.
It's actually in
I did.
it's in VOB management right now. I checked not too long ago.
I see it. Yeah.
And I mean, I gotta tell you again, I'm telling you, that kind of stuff is basically like a pyramid scheme. I mean, it's not really, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I can teach you how to do something. You just gotta pay me the money, and then boom, it's, would you believe it? Generic advice. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they're not wrong. It's very scummy to just make someone pay money for advice that you can just find online for free, or better yet, go read a book, go read a business book or something, and they'll tell you all that. Just go to your local library, go to a Walmart, go to a Barnes and Nobles, just open the book.
See, here's the thing, though.
Read it, and you don't have to pay anything.
Here's the thing: the reason that Super iPads Wolf also makes a point in his video to say that, okay, maybe back then when this course released, it might have been relevant content,
Mm-hmm.
but specifically YouTube, content metas evolve, so not everything that worked this one time will work all the time.
It's
Content
true.
is constantly evolving.
It's 100%
Yeah.
true, because I mean, I think all of us have noticed YouTube's content meta change as the years pass on, as we've watched YouTube evolve. It used to been
That's the months even.
Yeah, the months as well. Well, it's months now, but back then it used to have been a while before the meta changed. It used to have been Minecraft Let's Plays in general, GTA 5 funny moments, and then horror games, and then eventually Minecraft again, Fortnite, and then now we're going into more reaction based meta. I mean, I think that's the meta right now, right? I haven't checked in a while, but
Yeah, reaction is still big. Yeah.
like reactions are just genuinely the big thing, right? It's like it's the meta now. Like you react to get all the good the good numbers and all that, right? Because and I mean, it's not bad to follow the trends. It really isn't. It's not bad following a trend. I'm just it just proves the point that the way that, you know, you gain all these, like, you know, you prosper as a content creator, it changes so rapidly that, you know, most of these courses would seem outdated, and it's just, you know, kind of stupid. It's really stupid how you
Yeah, and
would create
another
something
thing
like that.
Yeah,
Oh, go
another thing
ahead.
I see that a lot of people don't like take into account with these kinds of like get rich quick or like grow your YouTube channel schemes, like that I don't see a lot of people address is the fact that, you know, what worked for this person might not necessarily work for you, especially if you guys have like completely different types of content that you want to make,
100%.
right?
100%.
Like if you're watching this guy say this is the way to blow up on YouTube, right? And he's posting YouTube shorts twice a day of him getting clips on Valorant and this and that. Well, you know, he might be a really, 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 really like top level player of a game, and that's
Mhm.
how he got popular inside of that gaming community, and that's how he blew up because he had really high skill level on that game. What
Mhm.
if you're? And he's like, this is the way to do it. You have to post twice a day, stream on Twitch, take the VOD from there, post your clips on clip reels, whatever. But that might work for you if your content is like you want to talk about, you want to do like a critique on like a movie or something like that. You know, it's completely different content spheres and different meta for each content sphere. So that's
100%.
something I don't see people talk about often either. Is that these guys advertise their get help websites as this is the end all solution. But that's what worked for you at the time that you did it for your kind of content. It's not going to work for
Mhm.
everyone's content, and it's like you said, not even going to be relevant right now because you blew up a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, a huge amount of luck
Yeah,
paired up with success. So
yeah, right time, right place, and success, and look. I mean, you there's a mechanical way to do it. You know, there's a mechanical way to force a certain amount of success, right? Like
Mhm.
150,000. There's a set in stone way for every kind of like content sphere to get there. You know, pushing
Yeah.
past that, there's kind of a glass ceiling there, right? When you hit like real popularity, 500K plus.
Yeah.
Or 350K to 500K plus. That's when it starts getting lucky and all that. But you can mechanically force yourself to like 100 viewers on Twitch. You can mechanically force yourself to like 100, 150K subs. You just need to work like a dog,
Yeah.
or hire people to work like a dog for you.
Yep. And at the end of the day, I think that's why a lot of people easily fall for these kind of these good, you know, too good to be true kind of pitches. It's just that, and this is something I've always said before in a bunch of other episodes, it's just the only way you really want legitimate success is the one word I like to always emphasize: consistency. Consistency will always be the key. And I don't mean consistency as in you upload every day. No. And nor do I mean consistency as in streaming every day. No. What I mean is whatever content you do in whatever content sphere you do, you know, make sure that you're trying to upload in a consistent way that helps you know, show that you're capable of, you know, pushing out the content you want to push out, right? Yeah. And I think what the problem is that people expect like this one banger video to blow them up and then boom, instant popularity. But you know, when they post 10, 15 videos and then, you know, no result, it's like, oh well, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, yeah, you know, it's, you know, you still got a long way to go, right? It's like you gotta, you know, there's a lot of factors to this. It's just, you know, it's not just one thing. It's a lot of factors you gotta, you know, take into in a technical aspect. But if you dumb it down to just the core of it, it's consistency. You know, patience is a virtue, and you should really learn that if you really want to, you know, make content creation a career of some sorts. That's all it really is.
Yeah.
You know,
And to add to that, I would say not just consistency, but consistency in improving as well. Your
That too,
content
that
has to
too.
constantly get
Facts,
better.
big
Has
facts,
to
big
involve.
facts.
Every
Has to
video,
involve.
every stream should be better, or you should strive to be better. Maybe streams, you could do it more on a larger scale, like every week. You could
Mhm.
look at your analytics and say, I want every week to be better than the previous week, or every month better than the previous month. When it comes to editing videos, you know, I mean, I've spoken to you and Spiky before. I know, Spiky, you have trouble posting videos, right? Because you want every video to be better than the last one.
Mhm.
And every time you post a video, you're like,
yes.
this is the best one I ever made, I think. And it's true. You
yeah,
have to
especially
consistently
that last
be better.
video.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
a
the
really
last
good
video was such a banger. You see, it has to be like that. You have to consistently be uploading, and you have to consistently get better and better. And that's why a lot of people, I think, fall under, because they either hit this glass ceiling of, well, this is my content, I don't know how to improve upon it, or they don't have the resources to improve upon it. Because a lot of the times, unfortunately, as it is, like all of us, right, we have lives outside of this. Kyrie, you're working. Bakoto, you're working. Me, all of us are in school too, except for Kyrie. Well, Kyrie's about to go back to school.
Yeah.
So
He's
we're
joining
all in
us.
school, right? It's like we have lives outside of this, and in order to be hyper successful, and for example, like Spiky or Ubico, to upload videos consistently that are really much better than the last, you need a great amount of time. So you either have to no life it and never hang out with anybody, or you have to hire someone and throw money at it to gain resources that you don't have, which is time, right?
100%.
Time is a resource too. And so a lot of people hit that glass ceiling and they're like, I don't know what to do from here because I have neither the time nor the money to invest into this. So it's kind of this is kind of a wealthy hobby, you could say. Someone who's either wealthy in time or wealthy in monetary.
Money. Yeah. And you're not wrong on that. You are 100% correct on that, because I will admit it right now. Most of the stuff that I do, just so I can, try to push out stuff, is I pay an editor sometimes when I don't have time to make my own videos, right? I try to pay that kind of stuff. So like that way I'm trying to get stuff going. And I understand, right? Like someone could say this is a privilege to be able to do, which
Absolutely.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong, right? Because like if you don't have the time nor the money, it's very hard to balance that. But I will say though, I think it is somewhat possible. It's just you have to balance it really, really well, which it's a pain to do. Because if you're going to school full time, you're going to work full time and try to content create, well, you have to make sure you can't have everything. You have to give up one thing to get another thing, right? Like me, for example, right? I like nowadays, I don't really talk to you guys unless we're collabing nowadays. Right? I don't really like, maybe we'll text and all that, but I really like, I'm just here to like hang out with you guys when we have to do stuff that involves content. Cause I'm like, I want to hang out, but I want to also make sure I get some stuff done. Cause if I don't do this, I'm not going to get it done. It's going to be back how I was in high school and just forget about it for a month and then be like, oh, I'm going to do this again with this little motivation I have. No, I'm not going to let myself get down to that again. It's either I do the content creation or I quit it and then, have a social life again. It's a pain, but we got to, we figure it out as time goes on.
Yeah, this is one of those things.
I think I can speak for all of us that, hopefully we can all make this our primary job. Like content creation itself.
100%.
Yes.
It's no, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, go for it.
No. I was just gonna say that, as much as I love making content and making videos, it all comes from a place of me just fulfilling
the passion.
A personal passion. Yeah. Because every time I sit down to edit and I sit down to like think of ideas for videos, even write scripts sometimes, I enjoy every single second of it.
Right, because it's like, you think it's going to be great, it's going to be fun, right? But it just depends on how you execute it and if you, do it right, which I got to be honest with you. There's sometimes where I have these ideas and they just fall flat. But then there's other times where I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a funny idea. Like right now, our whole studio set for just today.
This was a whole work in progress, right? Like you asked me like 2 or 3 days ago to make this. This drawing.
Yeah, no, because I was like, okay, because like, listen, I don't think I told you guys like what I've been doing recently, like this past month. As you guys know, I've been very quiet a lot of the times, but that's because I've been just very focused on getting a bunch of content made and whatnot. And then what I do is I made like, I think a whole month's worth, and then I just put it all to upload. And then in the meantime, as like days go on, I try to make more stuff. And then one day I was like, all right, you know what? I can't leave VOB alone. It's been needing some attention. And so, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? Because I got to tell you, I like put a quick halt on all of my own personal creations just because I was like, I want VOB to at least look good. I want VOB to be something where it doesn't necessarily mean we're professional, but at least it has good quality standards, right? I want it to be, something where it's unique, but at the same time also something that's, just chill and fun, right? And so when I was making all this, I have some ideas that I'm not gonna tell chat. You guys have to wait. You guys have to come view us now. If you want to see the ideas, come watch us. I've already said some ideas to the guys earlier, but there's other ideas too that I got. But yeah, no, like this first one, I was like, what if we just did something funny? What if we did like changed it up a little bit? And I saw the Spider-Man meme and I was like, this is beautiful. What if we just did this? That's the whole bit.
What if we just started a pyramid scheme? Just what if?
What if we? And you know what's a great idea about this? Like this gives people incentive to come watch it live, and listening to it. Like, I am sorry for guys on Spotify and all that.
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
aren't going to see this,
Yeah.
but this is a hilarious setup. So if you do, come drop by Twitch. Fridays at 11:30 EST.
I'm adding that. I'm adding that to the episode. yeah, no, and you know, like I've told you guys before, podcasting is a big passion of mine. So I said, you know what, I want this to go through. I'm gonna actually at least get this through a podcast, you know, through a podcast format. Which I got to tell you, I'm tired. I think I spent the past 3 days, you know, editing, you know, making sure everything is at least somewhat decent. I mean, I hope you guys noticed today. How many times have I dropped the F-bomb today?
None. You almost said this mother Demickey, and you replaced it with Demickey. I started laughing when you said that.
I'm struggling. You know that meme with that kid when he's like you see the veins pop out of his head and he's like sweating. Yeah. That's me. That's literally me. It's literally Biko when he tries not to swear for 5 minutes.
It's just like me, for real.
Yeah, no, and I think Spikey got a glimpse of it too. Like yesterday when I was playing Sonic, I was just trying to be super like unvulgar. Yeah. I broke it at the end when I was, you know, playing which I'll talk about later, but I was playing another Sonic game and I finally broke and caved in. But anyways, yeah, so you know, I you know, and that brings back to your point. It's like we could make content, we could make something just simple and be like, all right, that's good, or we can try to prosper, look at what we have and think, is this what I want, or can we make it better? Right? And just like Spikey, you know, he wants everything to be better. It's like, I think the only time I find any influencer kind of influential, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, you know, 100%. Like,
goals are there.
Like, dude literally spends millions on videos. He will scrap videos because he doesn't find them up to his standard, and if he does, he'll put them, and then each new video is his favorite video because he goes above and beyond to what he does, right?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of mentality I'm trying to reinforce myself with. It's like, I want this to be the next best video that I have on here, you know? And so I'm just, you know, I think that's the most legitimate way you can ever do content creation is consistency and the willingness to improve yourself. Because if you don't take criticism, if you don't take the bads and make this into a positive, you're not going to go far. You're just not. I'm sorry to tell you that, you know, if you want to be stubborn and don't think, you know, your content's, you know, decent, you don't think your content needs to improve, well then, okay. Good for you. I'm proud of you. You know, good luck.
You don't belong in this space. Yeah, it's the same thing with people who take hate comments to heart. You know, you're not built for the internet. It means.
Oh, I'm just sarcastic with hate comments now, dude. I think someone, who was it? I think it was in a Kingdom Hearts video. Said I died to a tutorial boss, and all I said was yes, sir, and then gave a thumbs up. I just
honestly, best response to those people is either ignore them or get super sarcastic with them and start arguing. And then they waste their energy and you just, you're laughing the whole time.
Yeah, and if you embrace what they're telling you, what are they going to do? Insult you more? Just embrace that. What are they going to do? Like, literally nothing's going to affect you. That's how I see it.
And you know what else you could say?
No. No, don't copy me. You know who else has dementia? Aussie. Hey, Aussie, do you know who else has dementia? No, but
who?
Do you know who else?
That's funny.
No, but going back to the whole like dark side of content creation, I remember I went to this multimedia boot camp, and this instructor there, right? He was telling us all about like how to use a bunch of programs and stuff, and eventually there was actually a course, like a little seminar that he would do on social media, like what you should do and all that. Most of it is pretty much what we discussed: consistency, change, you know, just having patience and all that. But one thing he said, and I asked him the question, I was like, yo, so like if this is it, why is there like these influencers that just blow up out of nowhere, that just seamlessly, you know, gain fame overnight? And he said it like this: the way that these people do it is through means of clout chasing, causing drama, and just looking like a bad guy, because everyone loves a bad guy. Everyone loves them. You can't tell me you don't. Everyone loves trashing on people. Everyone loves seeing someone fall from grace, and so we can, you know, tear them apart. We love that. We love that kind of media. I mean, it's
It's
what
like
we're
you're describing me.
exactly. It's mean. Look at us right now. We're talking about Logan Paul. We were hoping that he'd fail. Now we have content. Yes.
Nice.
That's the whole.
Nice.
This is why we look like this. We're so mischievous today. Yes. We're so
taking
happy.
devious licks on Logan.
No, and this is something I want people to know is that like you could do that. You could do the dark side of content creation. You know, it's not something that's really encouraged. And you could gain fame overnight. Shoot, you can do something that baits people into getting fame for like, overnight, right? Like, matter of fact, I'll give you something a little bit more that's not so bad, like cloud chasing. And it's something recent with VTuber community. All the drop your PNGs, the art raffles.
Oh, cringe.
No, art rifles are good. I'm sorry.
They're good.
It's a great way.
Listen, it's
like
beneficial.
at least someone's getting something,
And here's my point.
They give
Here's
them the
my
most
point.
crappiest stuff, bro. I've seen
no.
some art raffle. Ooh.
I'll tell you this. Art
That's
raffles
just
are
gifted,
beneficial
though.
for us, okay? They're beneficial for the people that are entering, right? Because it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to win, who wouldn't want to win a free art piece, right? Who wouldn't want to get art of yourself for free? Everyone loves free. But the thing that sucks about these kind of things, and it's not really a bad thing if you do this, do whatever you want. It's your content. I just don't think it's the most logical way to go about hoping that you gain fame. Because, you get people following you. But once that art raffle is done, how many of those people are actually going to stick around for your art? And do you have enough good tweets, good content to post that like people will retain attention to you? Because I know for a fact that a lot of people, once the raffle is done, they will unfollow. And it goes the same with a bunch of these drop your PNGs, who wants to be your friend, hey, interact with this post. It gets you that temporary fame. But then, boom, like if you don't find ways to capitalize off of that properly, it's just going to die down. And even for the people that do capitalize off of it, eventually it grows steady. It grows steady and there's like no sudden, spikes in your follower count. It's not the way you should probably go about things. It's like you could. But...
I agree with you to an extent. The reason I say to an extent is because, for example, like if you look at my Twitter, right, I followed to 1K. And then I filtered out a bunch of people. Now, do I get 1K's worth of interaction? Absolutely not. But it helps me get my foot in the door. Right?
It really does. It really does.
A lot of people, they'll look at your Twitter, especially if you're interacting through Twitter. And if you don't have a minimum threshold of a follower count, they don't even talk back to you, right? I'm in like the 1K range, so we could talk to bigger people because of that. Like, back when, at the beginning of VOB, when we used to do a lot of like VTuber interviews and all that, right? Like the 1K follow count I had helped a lot in getting a lot of people. Back when we had, like 200, 300, we would never get reply backs from anyone that was bigger than us because they wouldn't look at us. We're a small prize. The 1K I had and now the 1K you have helps you get your foot through the door, which could then but that's what you were talking about, like capitalizing on the 1K. It's not necessarily turning those 1K into interacting viewers, but like using it as a source of like, this is on my CV. I have 1K on Twitter. Like I'm substantial. You have to take me somewhat seriously.
Exactly. And I will
cringe. Don't tweet.
Get this man canceled right away.
Real.
Get him canceled right now.
Dude, cancel me. Cancel me. I welcome it.
I'm an Aussie.
Cancel me? What did I do? What did I do?
I was agreeing with Spiky. Twitter's cringe, We're going to cancel Aussie for saying this stuff about Twitter. We'll cancel this man right now on his own platform.
No. Cancel me instead. I'll indulge in the drama for the first time.
You know what I hope happens to us? We get so famous that eventually we just get tired of it and we just try to get canceled, but we're just so uncancelable that we can literally cross the line and nothing's going to happen to us.
My goal is to get to the level of Soda Pop and NMP lol. They don't care. Did you see they went to TwitchCon? And they were literally in the mic saying like, there is no place I'd rather be less than right here. And they were playing like the TwitchCon games and all that. Or no, my bad. It was what's the the Twitch games that they do every like few months?
Twitch Rivals?
It's Twitch Rivals. Yeah. They've got invited to Twitch Rivals and they had to go, and they were like, "Listen, we're just here to get kicked out. Like, I just don't want to be here." That's the level I want to get to.
Yeah, we just don't care.
I just don't care. Like, I'm gonna do literally whatever I want. I will tell you to your face, I don't care about you, and you're still gonna watch me. I want to get to that level.
You know what? Wait till we get famous. I'm gonna triple dog dare you and Senpai to just say the hard R live. We'll see how that goes.
I got you.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Mentality at that point.
What are they gonna do? Cancel us?
Bro,
yeah, no. Listen, once you get big enough,
Spanish,
you'll roll the R. Like, listen, once you get big enough,
I'll say it right now.
No.
We're not there yet, Spiky. Dreams, man, dreams.
I mean, listen. Let's be honest. After the season finale episode, when Senpai went a little hard on that, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got tired of editing and editing out audio. Save me the trouble, please. Save my behind from getting real from audio format.
Bro, I'm just saying the color, my guy. You know this.
I don't. Spotify doesn't know that. Spotify doesn't know that.
Spotify, if you're listening, your boy's Puerto Rican. Y habla español, mi gente.
I don't know what he just said, but that felt racially charged.
Very, very, very. But yeah, no, the dark side of content creation, it can work if you're smart about it, but it's just not really recommended. It's, because most of these people fail at doing it, Tell you what, you can get that temporary copium if that makes you feel good and then feel depressed for the next 3 months. Go for it. I condone it then. I condone it. Anyways, that's great conversation, guys. Senpai, what you got anything you want to say about the whole crypto zoo or the dark side of content creation before we talk about who's the better Paul brother?
Well, I was gonna say something about the little the little art redeem shit.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean,
oh my god.
Okay, now me personally, I've seen some art like you gotta like and retweet for they're gonna do for you. Like some people, they would give you the lowest quality of that art. I've seen people like it would be similar, but like it would be nothing like compared to them doing if they were getting paid for it.
It's like very half-assed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's free art, but if you're really doing this and you feel like it's special, bro, like put that same energy into that, if you was getting paid. Like, don't have asked nobody.
And you know why you should probably also give good quality drawing.
Can't be choosers, though.
It's true. But here's the thing, though. If you're an artist, typically you have commissions. And what's good about these free art raffles is that you have a potential to have one new customer, which, all that trouble for one new customer, but a customer that you've built a little relationship with. One that, if you're good enough and make them a really good art piece, they'll be like, you know what? I like this dude. He made this one for free. I'm about to support the homie. I'll pay for that, right? Because who was it? The video editor I have? I didn't get it for free, obviously, but I like this quality. I paid for it, and eventually I got good discounts from him. I get discounts from him now because I just love his quality of work. And as a matter of fact, even the dude who I won the model raffle from, we have a good relationship now. And I told him, listen, we negotiated, right? I told you guys about this behind the scenes about like what the negotiation was. But because of the negotiation going well, I'm actually willing to spend, for his prices for like future stuff now. Because I didn't even show you guys, but he's shown me work in progress of the model so far, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, you have to show us.
Yeah, I'll show when he sends me another update. I'll show that, so that way it looks a little bit cleaner.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely get you on, like, you shouldn't be half-assed with your quality. Like, beggars can't be choosers, but like, do you really want to, cheap someone out like that? Because like, what if they do want to buy your art,
Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, for example, like Spiky did those 2 emails for me. And he only did it for what? Spiky, what, like $10 to $15 when you could have charged what, $30 per per emote? right? And I mean, hey, you did a good job on it. I mean, like it would be nice if like people was like that for like those type of events, But
See, it'd be nice, but the artist is not, you know, obligated to do that.
Yeah, they could draw you a stick
'Cause-
figure, and you gotta just accept it.
It's true though. It's very true. But let's be honest, that would be just shitty.
Because like if you draw something, and let's say I'm an artist making an art raffle, and somebody wins, they give me their PNG, whatever. I do their drawing.
Mhm.
Why do I need to myself, right? Well, let me think how I'm gonna word this.
So
I don't
actually-
want to sound like an asshole.
I think I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying.
yeah, I
Hold
get
up,
it
hold
too.
up. Let me try to word
Why,
it. Let me
why
try
would
to
I
word it.
need to, give them like
110% of your effort when it's for free?
yeah, when it's something I did for Twitter for something fun,
True.
It's not something that's a priority for me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now, however, I do want to ask the question right now for you fellas, because right now I feel like maybe there's a little bit of a mismatch going on. What is the definition of quality art for you guys? Is it having a full background, or just a really high res drawing of yourself? Like, where do we consider it lazy art? And hey, that's some good ass quality art.
Me
The art
personally,
is AI art.
Exactly.
Oh. That's great art right there.
Some of the best art I've seen in my life. Yeah, no, because
Honestly, I still don't see too much the issue with that, but that's another topic for another day, maybe.
we'll make that episode 2. How about that?
Sure, yeah.
No, but for me, my definition of quality is if you give me something similar to what you promote. Because at the end of the day, if I'm entering the raffle, I get it, I can't beg, but I have a level of expectation from what you're trying to sell me here. And if I get cheaped out on what I see and I get something completely different, well, that's, to me, I think you're just a total asshole about that, right? But I'm not expecting it.
At that point, don't follow the artist or
Right?
don't interact with them.
Right, and it's true.
If
It's true.
you think subjectively, okay, if your point of view is this art is not your best work, then the artist doesn't have to take that, doesn't need to get offended by it. If if you didn't like the work, then I'm sorry, you do you.
Yeah, 100%. But
so
I will say it like this though, and I'm just reiterating again. If you're trying to sell me your quality of work, and if you don't want people to have high expectations,
I'm not though. It's a free raffle.
True.
Good question,
It is true. It is free, but you're selling yourself to try to get someone to win. So then that way you get more business out of it, to get more clout out of it. And that's the whole point of it at the end of the day. And honestly, and I'm going to keep it a buck, if you're going to show me your art, at least keep it to some quality of like, hey, this is my art here. If you like the art style, if you like what I make, enter it and I'll make something to that, right? And I think, and I'm not, I'm not here saying like, if someone gives me a stick drawing, like obviously if they do that, it is what it is. But I still think that's shit if you give me a stick art, But I think for me, the level of quality I'm trying to say is if it's exactly like that, if you give me stick art as opposed to what you're showing me, then I think you're an asshole. If you give me something that I can tell, like, I mean, I can't even tell if you took a day to make it or if you took 5 months to make it, right? Because I won an art raffle once and the person took, I think almost like, let's say I won it in May. I think I got it at like the beginning of August and it came out really good. Like I can tell like, there were still some rough lines, but I said, you know what? It looks good. It's still what they advertise on there because most of their art that they displayed was a bunch of like rough sketched art, but I still thought it was good. So for me, I think that's a win. I'm not asking like for you to give me the cleanest piece of art, but I'm just asking for something similar to what you're advertising. Because if you're falsely advertising something for me, then it just makes me lose faith in you as a customer, a potential customer nonetheless, in a business aspect, and then I just don't want to do anything with you forever in the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think it's my opinion on this is kind of similar to Biko's there. Like art raffles aren't done typically, I mean some people do it for fun, but I think the biggest reason people do it is for clout, right? Is to gain followers and all that. And
Yeah.
if it's going to be a business move, then you should treat it as a business transaction. Even if you're not monetarily gaining off of it, you are gaining a lot of clout off of it. Like if we go look, if you search up art raffle, right, on Twitter, all of them are going to have a lot of likes, retweets, all that, because that's how it works, right? To enter, you have to follow, like, retweet. Some people get half their following based off of this. So yes, you might not be getting paid for it monetarily, but you are getting paid for it in exposure, and you should treat it as an exchange in that way. Like you should display as advertised. If you're, you shouldn't, first of all, for a raffle, right? Display a $500 like drawing that you make, right? You should put the lower end stuff so people understand what the expectations are, right? Like in the example art that you show for the raffle. I think whatever example art you show for the raffle, that should be the expected quality of the thing you win. Because again, like I said, it's a transaction. You didn't get anything financially from it, but you did gain from it. You did gain clout from it. You did get paid for it. So I think you should treat it as such.
And that's the other thing.
I disagree.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. And I will tell you this though, I'm not here trying to label all these like Twitter artists as bad people, because let's be honest, most of these people are pretty chill dudes and pretty good people, and most of the art that they deliver is still good quality. It's basically the same of what they advertise, and I think that's pretty nice for them to do. They don't need to do that, but it's nice that they do that.
Yeah, it's like if a business, right, says we're going to give away to charity or something like that, right? You don't you put your full effort into it, whatever you're doing, regardless of whether you're getting paid for it or not monetarily, because you are receiving something at the end of the day. It's not like you did this for free, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, they'll say that on Twitter, this is for free, so you shouldn't expect anything. It was absolutely not for free. Like I didn't pay you per se, but I retweeted and I liked and I interacted, which is the compensation you wanted. And because of that, you got 500, 600, 700 retweets, right? You got 1,000 comments. You got 3,000 likes. Numbers that you've never hit before. You got 200 new followers. You got paid. That's your compensation.
Yeah.
The internet paid you in clout. I didn't pay you specifically. The internet did. And again, it's just bad business, especially like looking at it as a business transaction. It's bad business to not provide a good product. It doesn't look good on your part. It does
See,
not.
but I don't see it. I don't.
Hmm?
My personal view is you shouldn't look at it as a business. If you're an artist just doing a raffle because you want to, you just do it because you want to. It's that simple. It's not like personally, I don't care. Like if I were to make an art raffle, sure,
Yeah.
cool, interaction, whatever. I don't care about that.
Right.
I just okay. Today I felt, you know what? I'm gonna make somebody's day. I'll give them some free art. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, and I
Like,
understand
there's
that. That
nothing-
makes complete sense, right? Like it depends on your intention. But like, do you genuinely think that's most people? That they're just doing it for out of the goodness of their heart? I don't think so. I think most people do it for the clout.
Again, listen. If they're in it for the clout or not, again, my point still stands. Beggars can't be choosers. At that point, it's up to the artist. I don't really see anything wrong with like, if people think that your art that you gave them for that specific art raffle is subpar, and that's on them. That's nothing for you you as an artist to worry about. You
Well,
did
so long
what
as
you
you put
did.
effort into it. That's what I think. So long as you put effort into it. There's a difference between you put
See,
effort
but
into it.
but then
and
that
someone-
the line becomes blurry. What do you think as effort? Okay, let's say if I I do an art raffle and
Yeah.
I give somebody my drawing, right? Somebody wants my drawing, but they
Yeah.
think that is not up to par with my other works. But I might have put all my effort into it.
It's very
that's on
simple
them.
to me. It's like I said, like you should advertise, you should deliver as advertised. So like on the art raffle, usually you have an example of a few of your artworks or some of your artworks. Don't put anything there. Don't put your best artwork on that. Don't put something there that you know you're not going to provide. right? Like if you want to do an art raffle and draw a stickman, put a stickman as the advertisement. Don't put your best art piece there. Then it's just rising up expectations for no reason. It's not something that's like you're liable for, right? As in like no one's gonna hold you accountable if you do that. I just don't think it's good practice. You know, it feels dishonest. But again, it depends on your intention behind why you're doing it. Like I said, if I go on Twitter and you search up art raffle, I'm guaranteeing you 9.9 out of 10 of these people are doing it to grow. They're doing it for clout. They're getting an interaction. I genuinely believe if you did it, you do it for exactly what you said, which is you just want to make someone's day because you're that kind of guy. Like you're very unique in that. Like you have absolute passion about this, and you would do it for free.
It's true,
right? But most of these people are not here to. Most of these people are here to blow up. They're not here to do it for free. I wouldn't do an art raffle for. I mean, not that I'm an artist, but I wouldn't do an art raffle for just to make someone's day. Like, yeah, making someone's day is a byproduct of it. That's nice, but I would do it to get clout, and because I'm getting clout from it, like I'm gonna put my full effort into that, or I'm gonna do it as advertised rather. You know,
I'll tell you what. For me personally, when I see these art raffles, I see it in the same way as Aussie does, in kind of like a business practice standpoint, right? Like, you know, just show me what you're advertising and then we'll go from there. But I think if I were to do art, I would do it out of the kindness of my heart, only because I know I don't have good drawing skills. So I'd be like, you know, if you are interested in my art, hey, I'll do something. But, you know, I wouldn't put anything good up there. I'd just make something, you know, I'd just put in what I think are decent art because I'm not a good drawer. So I obviously am not going to, you know, deliver high quality because to me, I don't deliver high quality art. That's just how I see myself as.
Yeah.
So, and based on my own art skills, I wouldn't really see myself getting any benefit of clout of any kind from these art raffles. So I would just do it because I want someone to have art if they're interested in my style of art.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't me saying, by the way, that I would ever do an art raffle. I would never do an art raffle. I don't think my art is deserving of that. I would draw just for like thumbnails and stuff like that for free.
Your thumbnails are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
That's because they're super small, right? Like you look at them on phone.
Aussie,
not that great.
Aussie, I zoom in on your stuff. It's good. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This guy's zooming in. What part are you zooming in on? What are you zooming in on, bro?
There we go.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
So anyways,
bro, I zoom in. I zoom in.
Which is AI, you know.
So I just want to, you know, wrap this portion up and just say, I definitely see what you're coming from, Spikey. And while though I think we definitely have different viewpoints, I definitely respect your viewpoint, and I can see what you're coming from because not everyone's going to be cloud chasing, and I can definitely agree.
How dare
with
you
that.
not agree with me? What is wrong with you?
You know what? Hold up. I'm tired of this. I'm going to do it. I'm about to give myself a lot of pain tonight. I don't give a frick about your opinion. You and your freaking ideologies. You stupid freaking dingus.
You freaking
You freaking freak.
Why would you learn? You're actually not talking to
Oh man, really? We just went full circle. That's Sonic credit. He was talking about Sonic game.
Oh god. Oh, you know what? We're not even gonna, bro. Oh my god, it's been an hour and 30. We still have like other topics before we even get to Sonic.
Let's Sonic Origins.
We'll
get to that. We'll get to that. But however, Senpai, give us your point of view on all this, and then we'll wrap it up and actually move on to the next topic. We'll move on to the next topic.
I mean, I like I understand both, but you know, just like I said, if you're not gonna give high quality, you know what I'm saying? Well, the quality that's on your pictures, or you're just doing it for fun. Me personally, I appreciate like a description saying, hey, you know, or you know, pictures that the quality you about to give. But hey, if you're not finna give that, I guess You know,
I guess.
I'm not getting.
Okay, here's the thing about that though. What I'm saying is, if you don't think it's up to par to what their usual work is, that's on you. The artist is not responsible for providing, content that, or an art piece that makes you happy because you didn't pay for it. It was free.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and
like,
that's
you know,
another part
I
of it.
don't-
I understand that part of it too, but it's like, damn, they hyping it up, saying, "Yeah, you finna get this right here. You finna get this BMX, this Charger, 2022, 23, and you get a Ferrari 2001. It's
What's wrong with
like,
the 2001
okay,
Ferrari? What's wrong with the 2001 Ferrari?
Yeah,
You
wait,
give
is
bad
what I'll say.
examples.
a car's still a car.
Yeah,
This
2001
is what
Ferrari is
I'll
kind
say,
of fire
though.
though.
I
Right?
mean,
Like, artists that
but-
say like no revisions on the free stuff, that I understand completely. Like, no revisions is entirely fair to me. That makes sense. Not for all art, but like the art redeem, like, or the art raffle, no revisions. That makes sense to me. There's no complaints there. My complaint, but at least make it up to par to what was displayed or advertised. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Or at the very least, give a description, because I know a lot of people will try to accuse you of some BS when it's like,
Yeah, like
well,
stuff
hey,
like that.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
if you read carefully, look what I said. You can't do anything. You can't bitch about it.
Yeah, like if it was a shit like that, I'm like, well, he did put it in there, buddy. So you can't get mad.
Exactly. So, art, it's beautiful. Just whatever you choose as good and whatever's bad, that's up to everyone's choice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone listening, if you guys want to put in your opinion and all that, just let us know. We'll read these and tell you what we think about your opinion. We'll spit on it.
Comment
There
and
you
tag
go.
us on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's trash. I spit on your opinion.
But you know what isn't trash? To me, anyway. You know what isn't trash, guys? Hollow Stars English. You know why I'm mentioning them? You know why? Why? Because, would you believe it? On January 4th, they released the next wave of Hollow Star English members. Oh, yes, baby. It's finally time. We're finally getting... Oh, let me get rid of the panda real quick. Let me goodbye, off-brand panda elephant. Yes, look at this. We are actually getting Gen 2 of Hollow Stars English for HOLOTEMPUS. I don't remember where I read it, but apparently they're called the extended members or whatever. I think I could be wrong. If someone could fact check me, I'd appreciate that. But I'm telling you,
I'm looking right now. They're still under Tempest, yeah.
Yeah, they're under Tempest, and I'm telling you, I'm a little bit hyped about this. I'm very hyped about this.
Really?
Yes, dude. Like, okay, let me put it this way, and then you guys can state your piece. I've actually been watching more Hollow Tempest recently, and it's something that it's something that I did say a while ago when we did our first impressions on the first members of Hollow Tempest. I have to agree with you. Their models were mid, but I did say that, you know what, for this mid level of quality of VTuber models, I better see some good content come out of these guys. And I gotta tell you, there's some that's definitely hit or miss, but most of the content that they do as groups or they that they do is unique from different other VTubers. I genuinely do enjoy watching. Like, they did a whole segment where they were in court, and they had Axel and Regis on the podium, I guess. Well, who was it? Not Vesper. What's the other dude's name? I forget his name. Other dude, Magus, or I think it's Magus, right?
Magnus, maybe?
Yeah, Hand Dude.
Yeah, Hand Dude. And then Hand Dude was like the actual like judge. Like, if you guys watch that, that's actually really funny. It's really funny. And like most of their like the personalities they shine, it's I genuinely enjoy it. So I've been watching it, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm actually interested to see how these guys will play out, because there's one thing that I've noticed, and I feel like the quality of the models actually did go up. Like, these look way better than the first wave. I don't know about you.
I was gonna say yes, there's a few of them there's two of them that look good. I find right the purple one and the Joker.
yeah.
Those two go hard.
Technically,
Right?
they're both
The
purple.
other two,
They're just a different shade.
they're both purple. That's why when I said I was gonna say the purple one, and I saw the Joker and he's all purple. But the Joker, I decided, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The Joker, I'll say their names instead. Gavin Vettel and Banzoen Hara.
Yeah.
These two I like them. All right. The other two I do not, especially the red one. I hate the red one.
You hate the design of it?
Oh, it's I don't know what to say.
What's wrong with the red one? Whoa. What's wrong with the red one?
Okay, well, have you seen it?
We don't like the red one, like you.
Here, Carrie, look at this. Look at this. Man's got see-through belly that goes into crotch. I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I don't look at it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, bro. You can have it. You can have it,
Bro,
fam.
what is he wearing? What are those shoes?
Bro,
bro's got soccer cleats too.
That's the thing, yeah.
Oh my god!
This is the most dripless
This
thing
is
I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
drip check! We gotta do drip check, bro. We gotta do a drip
We
check.
do.
Oh, no.
Yo, look at his socks. He's got the old man socks, the ones that it holds it up for you
Bro's
underneath
a
your
FIFA
dress
player.
pants. But he's wearing booty shorts. I don't know what this is.
It's hilarious.
Oh, we gotta do a drip check. We got to.
But the Joker looks good. I'm not gonna lie. The Joker and Haka, they both look good. This is the Joker.
Yeah, I've seen like him on Twitter, and I like his design the best.
Yeah. Which one?
These,
Joker or
both these Joker's design is not
fire.
I actually properly love
All right,
it.
I'm gonna say
I
right
properly
now.
love it.
I'm gonna say right
Haka
now.
looks Genshin. Yeah.
If Joker and Pecora, no, not Pecora, Polka. If those two don't collab at all, because they're like fucking jester and clown themed, okay? If those two don't collab at all, I'm graduating. If I don't see
Bikoto.
no, I don't
be careful
care.
here. You said you'd graduate if Giga didn't join V Shoujo, and you're still here.
No, listen. I said I would graduate if I didn't get Layla from Genshin Impact. You know.
You did do that. It's true. Yeah.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
No. Think about it like this. I stuck through with my first promise. I didn't go through with my second one, so they canceled out. So it's a fresh start for me, baby. So in a year's time, if I don't see these two collab at all, I will actually graduate. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The only thing though about the Joker, if I had one negative thing to say at all, which of his design, it's just Niji Sanji did it first.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. I could definitely I'm not gonna lie to you. The way that I see these models, they do give me Niji Sanji vibes. All of them, not just Joker.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like if you put this in Niji Sanji, it would fit right in.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, HoloLive is just making fake characters. They really are. Like they really are.
You're not wrong. This wave right here, I was just saying it. Mr. Haka, he looks like it's from Genshin, man.
They all do.
The purple guy. He looks like he's from Genshin. The only ones I dislike, like I said, Machina X Flayon. I don't like that. The red guy. That's the red guy.
I think we could all agree. Horrible design.
And Josuiji Shinri. Like, he looks like he's gonna be cool. It's just his design. Like, I mean, not his design, but the quality of the art. This is my biggest complaint. It's just the quality of the art does not look HoloLive. Joker and Haka, both, I would say this looks HoloLive quality.
Yeah.
This looks HoloLive quality. Both of them, I'm like, okay, they went off on these models. This is like, if a female version of this debuted, I wouldn't look twice, right? Even though this is a little under their standards for nowadays, but still, I was like, this is in HoloLive quality. But these two, for some reason, the red guy and the orange one, like, these look like something I would see from an indie VTuber with under 1K live viewers.
100%.
His model looks worse than Kenji's.
Which one? Awesome. Have you seen his new one? Have you seen his new one?
That's the best one, bro.
Okay.
That's the best one. What do you mean?
Okay, we can agree. Okay. Honestly, I'm telling you, if you had disagreed on that one, I was gonna flip this desk, grab that trash can, and throw you in the middle of the New York busy streets right now and actually fight you.
She kind of mid though.
I already commissioned.
No,
wait,
but
hold on, Kyrie. You've
did
clearly
you
not
actually?
seen Kenji's new model.
Wait, did you actually?
No, I ain't never seen
yeah,
it.
I scrapped my last commission. This is my new one. No.
Let me see it. Let me see
I'm
it.
not
Let me
even
see
gonna
it.
lie though.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna show
know
you
that crap he got? Yeah, I seen that.
this.
What?
I'm telling you.
That's
Bro.
beautiful. What are you talking about?
Hey, I'm just saying, if the commission's cheap, I think we should just fund a group
Yo,
thing.
this is the perfect meme. The perfect meme model. Oh my
It's
god.
actually funny.
I'm
No,
not, actually, let me Google it real quick. Continue.
I think the person actually retweeted Kenji's, like did a whole model showcase of it. But anyways, I will say though, red one looks very flamboyant. I don't like it too much. Just I don't know. It
Yeah,
feels,
I do not like that either.
I don't like it.
And I think, and I'll tell you why. It's the same thing with Joshuji, whatever his name is, Orange Man. All right, they're pretty plain and basic. Like I don't know. Like sometimes, like I feel like with VTubers, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be like that. I don't know. Like I know I'm basic, but like I'm built different. That's I'm an indie VTuber. What do you want?
Bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but like 3 people in this desk have jackets on. So like I'm just saying you're not that guy.
Oh,
Don't make me.
my
Don't make me.
God.
Don't. What?
Kenji made that model.
He just got it rigged.
And he has a form open for making the model for you. I think he did everything.
How much?
I'm looking right now. No reselling my art without consent. I take PayPal, EBT, and tier 3 subs as payment. I'm allowed to stream making your artwork. Don't trace or edit my commission. I don't mess with NFTs. What's your Twitch? What's your Twitter? I understand TOS. He doesn't mention price once. You just agree.
I'll see.
Pay extra for color.
I will.
I allow you to sit on my couch once. No revisions on Tuesdays.
Do it. I dare you to do it. Say like I have a group idea and I want you to do 4. We'll pay you.
We'll discuss this right after. I'm gonna send the commission form right here.
We'll pay you in tier 3 subs.
Bro.
I think that's a hint right there. If he says tier 3 subs, I feel like it's gonna be cheap. Well, maybe like less than $100. I'm hoping so. Let's hope.
He says no professional use or commercial use unless previously discussed. Oh.
That's fine. That's fine.
We're gonna discuss it then.
We'll get him in a Discord call and we'll be like, hey, you want to be in you want to be on VOB?
Yeah, we're gonna peer pressure him. We'll pay him with clout.
We'll pay him with the exposure we have. Clearly, it's bigger than his.
Obviously.
Yeah. But coming back to HOLOTEMPUS, have you guys seen the video for it?
I know.
Do you guys want to see it? I have it ready.
I know.
All right.
Lap it on.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. We can move on from that. But me personally, I'm excited. Their debut is actually tomorrow.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the screen, I know it's a little. Yeah. I know it's hard because I shrunk it down to the TV screen. But we'll break the fourth wall for a second. It's all at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
4 hours of content.
And here's my judgment now. I'm going to watch these and I'm going to debate if they're actually, worth to be hyped for or not. Because, listen, I got to agree with you. The 2 purple boys, good quality of a model. But right now, I just want to see, can they deliver the content? Can they deliver their personality? I need to know. And it might be the case. It might just be the case, but we'll have to see. We'll just have to wait and see.
And it's something I actually like, kind of tangent, but find a little depressing. Okay, I know. I'm not sure if I could say that. I'm gonna say this rather. The Niji Sanji forums opened up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was doing some research into like Niji Sanji on Hololive, right? The last few generations that were let in. What information was available, right?
Of who they were before.
I noticed. Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed, like, just to see the kind of person that they accept, right? Like, the lowest number of subs on YouTube that they accepted was like 100-something thousand in the last like 3 generations. They had people, I'm not even joking, with millions of subscribers that they accepted. And I found that so depressing. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
High standards.
Like, is it that? Like, does everyone want to be a VTuber that bad now? Like I saw someone with an active channel, 1.27 million subscribers. And I was like, what are you doing applying to be a VTuber, bro? You're crushing the dreams of everybody. Make your own VTuber model.
It's
Why are you
true.
applying for DJ Sanji? I was like, bro, like it's depressing. And it's the same for Hololive. Like these guys are all like really popular.
I mean, to be fair, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Why wouldn't you? It's a great business move. These guys are proven individuals, right? Inside the community.
Mm-hmm.
They prove that they can maintain and manage a YouTube channel by themselves, let alone with a manager working with them. So of course they're gonna do that, right? But I'm just like, why are you guys doing this to us? Like me, right? If I had a channel with millions of views and I wanted to become a VTuber, I would just fund it myself. Why would I join a company? I know how to make it. I know how to do all of this. I don't need a company to join. Why are they joining the company is what I'm wondering.
I'll tell you like
they're
this.
not even washed up.
I'll tell you like this.
Yeah.
This is just based on more of the I guess the more recent Holo members. Specifically the first gen of Hololive English. You can take a guess from where I'm going from there.
Yeah, those guys were stacked, all of them.
Okay, yeah. If you look at all of them, they all have something that made them big. But there's one that I'm going to talk about very vaguely, which you can take a guess who I'm talking about. A rapper. We'll call him a rapper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, some could see it as a business move to like have people figure out who you are, to gain more exposure to your own personal branding, which I can definitely see that being a viable option. You know, people can say like you're doing this because your actual career is not taking off, which I don't think that's true. I think it's more of a business move to like have an extra, you know, number push for yourself for like later on, right? Because if let's just say you get tired of doing, you know, VTubing and you want to go back to doing the main things you love. Well, hey, when you go back, you're going to have a bigger audience that you can combine with your own audience and people are going to love you. And I'm going to tell you, I actually like this person's music. You know, some of their stuff's a little wackety, you know, doodle-doo, but I like it. I like most of their music. And if they graduated, well, I know who they are, and I'm gonna go support them as their other counterpart, you know?
Yeah, holy crap! I never thought about it that way. That's a way to introduce yourself to a completely new community that's probably never heard of you before, and to gain clout through there. That's like you could double, triple your subscriber count with that. That's genius. I never thought about it that way.
And I'll put it like this though: that's just only one end of the spectrum. Because, like, think about it like this. I never knew who this person was until they became a VTuber. And then when I
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
When I went backwards, I'm like, I want to listen to what they were before they became big. I'm not saying that they weren't big, but you get what I mean. And then it's like, oh my God, that's some good stuff. And then, like, when you realize when they're working for a business, they got to hold back a little bit. You know, they got to hold back, you know, to fit the business standards, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's like, okay, well, I like these people. I mess with them. I'll support them elsewhere when, you know, if they go back or if they, you know, they continue releasing more content over there, which most of them actually do. But then the other spectrum is, you know, they just genuinely like VTubing. And there's two, okay? And they're from the more recent Holo EN members, not Holo Stars, Hololive EN members, okay? You know, one of them's red. The other one can turn their head. The other one can turn their head a full 180. I actually found out who they were as they were VTubers before this. They were VTubers, and just, you know, figuring that. Speaking of which, Aussie, you remember how we had this whole theory about a certain clock person?
Yes, I think it's wrong. Yeah,
we're 100% wrong. I found out who they are.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, I think we're finding the same source. We were 100% wrong.
Do you know what? What was the way I realized? I didn't find out who the other person was. Mm-hmm. The way I realized they were not the same person is one day I was like, "Hey, I see this one streaming. Let me check," and they were both streaming at the same time. And I was like, they can't be the same person. Or this is like a Spider-Man thing. Spider-Man's taking pictures of himself. I don't know.
Pre-recorded stream.
One of them's pre-recorded. It could be pre-recorded, you're right. J. Jonah Jameson. I'm getting fooled just like J. Jonah Jameson.
Get me pictures of these Hololive stars.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
So
True, but we were completely wrong. Yeah, I realized we were completely wrong.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's like it's either because you really enjoy the passion and you can show that you can be a good asset to the company, or you know, you just have a business move idea. You know, it's one or the other. I mean, I don't think I've ever met anyone who goes in there for any other reason. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I did not look at it from the business point. That was great.
Yeah, because either you enjoy it for the hobby itself, or you just enjoy it because you have a business idea. You have $1 million idea. It's just how I see it. You know, yeah. So, but me personally, I'm excited. And there's one thing we got to talk about after stream because it involves actually one of the HoloStar members in terms of like who they were. I think maybe you can help me figure something out. But anyways, so what are you guys' thoughts about HoloTempus? What do you any final words?
Not really. I don't really know Tim like that.
Listen, I'm just saying I just stopped watching HoloTempus after I saw, Regis just steal my drip. I'm just saying, like, why would I watch the fake when I'm the original? Why would I go for a lower quality when I'm literally standing right here? Like,
Hey Regis, if you see this on YouTube Shorts, please hit me up. I want to collab with you in HoloTempus so we can have you guys expose the rest of everyone here.
Regis, let's run the ones.
On Apex, they play Apex.
You know, apparently he's really, really good at Valorant. Yeah, I think he's platinum on Val.
1v1 in Elden Ring 1.
Bet, bro. Bet.
He's getting
That's the worst part about this, by the way. I watched some of Regis like recently because he does a lot of collabs with Kobo. Mm-hmm. I'm getting recommended Kobo videos often. Yeah, Spiky, he's a gamer exactly like you. Like calm voice, he never rages, super good at FPS, plays aggro characters.
Yeah,
he's exactly you, Spiky.
Bro, no, he's like
he's you from the future.
I'm the original.
He's you from
That's
the future.
That's what I'm saying. He's like you. He's not like you're like him. He's like you. He's taking everything, not just your drip, Spike. He's taking your play style, everything. He W keys.
You gotta fight him.
Damn.
You gotta fight him. You gotta fight him.
We gotta run the ones, dude. We got to run the ones.
Yeah, you got to. You know what we gotta run the ones on though? You know what we gotta do?
Who?
We should rob a bank and get some new PC cases. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I wonder which PC cases we will get.
Oh, you want to know? You want to know? HoloLive actually has some PC cases, for a good deal. They're actually pre-ordered right now. You can either get a Bay PC case or a Crony PC case, and then if you buy the bundle, you actually get a really cool mouse pad. If you guys are interested, you guys can look that up. Yeah.
Wow.
It's really sick. It's really sick. No, but if you guys look at the screen, I actually really like these designs.
I'm just not.
That's crazy.
Here,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Here. Look.
I would.
It looks fire, bro. If I was a big fan, I'd totally cop this.
Okay, how about this one though? How about this one?
Oh no, you don't need to. You don't link me anything. You don't need to link me anything because, we got them. We got this on the bread, but
but I'm just talking about HoloLive, dude.
There you go.
I'm just saying, that meme, anime when your parents walk in.
Yeah, bro, I'm copping that one.
That's like turning it on 24/7.
Bro, I'm copping that one. I'm copying the Marine one.
Of course you are, you horny bastard.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, she's okay with that.
The Marine one is way better than the Crony and.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't like the other.
Listen,
the other one, but yeah.
Listen,
Ironside PC, partnered up with V Shoujo to make some really cool PC cases. They have every single member of V Shoujo has their own PC case style. And they're pretty cool. And it's made by Ironside, a company which I don't know if you guys know, but they've made custom. They specialize in making custom PCs, and
really
they've
sick.
also made a really really cool custom PCs in the past. And then they usually on their YouTube channel they announce, hey, we have this really cool PC case. We're gonna give one away, but for a limited time. You're gonna be able to buy it this PC / case, and after that, we're not making it anymore. So they do stuff
Limited
like
time. That's really cool. But I will tell
that.
you
Yeah,
this.
they're really good.
I will say this though. It's no any Iron Mouse Xbox One X. So you know, I don't want it. Have you actually seen that? Like the whole collab
Yeah, I
with
saw
games
it.
that was beautiful.
Yeah, I saw.
No, but these things actually
One
look
of his
really
Speaking
proudest
of
sick.
Iron
moments.
Mouse, you know, if I were to cop a case, you know, I'm getting the Iron Mouse one.
Makes sense.
It's either that or the Centreo one.
Honestly, do they have a case on one? I would actually cop that.
Yeah, they do. They do. They
That
have
or that or
one for-
Nazuno.
Yeah, they have Nazuno case as well.
All right, but you know what? It's time I get rid of this old PC case and just throw everything in this new one. I need an excuse
See, I'm
to
not gonna
build.
lie, I need a new case, so I might cop, just say it. But then again, I gotta save up for the new model. But like, bro, like,
You know what? You know, yeah. I put it like this: get the PC case, rob a bank, and then you can have enough for your model. Easy.
I know, dude. If I rob a bank, then I just get a whole PC built by them.
That's a oh man. I just can't just think about I'm just gonna say it.
Go
If
for it.
I buy
Yeah.
a case with a VTuber on it, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me. Niji, I'm sorry. I guess I'm gonna be the one to say it, but that if you a VTuber and you spend money on that and don't get your own custom case, you know what? That's your money. I'm just saying.
It is my money, Kyrie. It is my money.
I'm just saying. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
Man, I'm telling you. See.
Sorry, but you're not
Like-
saying these words, man.
See. Spiky, see, it's part of the system. They're trying to get you. See, they're trying to get you to get a favorite VTuber and get you to buy that. It's in the system, man. It's part of their game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I buy it.
Don't buy it.
Oh my
But-
god.
On a serious note, but like, no, like it's cool, I guess. But
It's
me
just not for
personally,
you. It's not. Yeah.
if I'm buying a PC case, I'm gonna be on that mug.
You know that's
Sure.
you know what I can see
I
that
mean,
you
to
got
be
your
fair,
whole you
I
got your whole
wouldn't buy
game
your
stick.
case.
I wouldn't buy your case, he says.
Senpai, all I'm gonna say is this: if you made
Dude, why would I
PC
have a
mats, I'd
stinky
cop.
bear
One.
on my PC?
Now
I
we
agree
talk
with you.
T-Mats? Nah, that's different. At least a cooler, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I just can't. But it's cool. It's for the fan, I guess.
I'm gonna put it this way: I like them, but I don't think I'd buy one just for this reason alone. If I buy something like it's a really nice design, if they put that on a shirt or something, I'd wear it out on the streets. Because it's like, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know how you guys have your PCs laid out, but mine is literally right underneath me. Okay, it's under my desk. So if I buy a case like that, I'm not gonna bend down to go look at Kayson's face every now and then. I'm just gonna forget about it.
See, that's why you have to put it on top of your desk, like me.
That's why you have to put it on top of your desk.
Do you guys want to see my room again? Do you guys want to see my room again? Tell me specifically where the fuck I can put my PC. You know what? I got an idea.
Sure,
I got
sure.
an idea. How about this? I'll get some cables. You know, make little holes on the PC where it doesn't damage it, and I'll just hang it on top of my ceiling as a monument.
That's
Or
I
you
support
know, you take a piece of wood, right? A piece of wood. You drill it into your wall, and then you put the PC on top of that piece of wood.
Oh,
I support it. I support both ideas. Do it.
I do got a corner piece right here. You know what? I could definitely. You know what? You know what? You're making a lot of, and I can manage my cable. You know what?
See, bro.
Oh, bro. You know what? Realistically, though, I would just mount my monitor up, and then I'd have space at long last to put my PC. You know how I'm actually supporting my PC right now? I actually have a block of wood under it.
Ain't no way. That's ghetto as hell. Ain't
You
no
wanna
way.
see
it?
What?
Hold on, let me
Come
take a
on,
photo.
man. Come
Oh,
on,
My boy from the trenches. Ooh.
Hold up, you guys want to see it?
My
Hold
boy
up.
got bricks under his bed, don't he?
Oh, bro, you have no idea. Hold up. Watch this. You guys are gonna be You guys gotta understand. You're talking to the dude who barely got a gamer keyboard recently.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, you did.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Bro, you don't have any fans at the bottom, do you?
No, I don't. No,
I mean, it wouldn't matter. They would be elevated anyway.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see that atrocious piece of work. Hold up.
And it's
goddamn.
It's kind of warped. It's kind of warped too. So like, if I push a little weight on it, it leans one way.
God damn.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute,
Are
why
you
do
sure
I
you
not
don't want
see
to
this?
invest in one of these PCs, bro? Like,
I don't see it. Hold up. Why is it not showing to me?
Go to VOB management.
Okay. I thought they were making a
Where do you
video.
think you sent it?
Okay. My boy got the pedals under there. Ain't no, bro. Is that a cell phone connected to it, bro? Look at your motherboard. I can see it, bro. What is all that in there, bro? It's like a. Oh my god! I got.
Bro.
Yo, I'm telling it's like a radiator that's in your damn PC, bro.
no,
Yes.
I'm just saying, Biko. Listen, Biko. I'm just saying.
I gotta save this picture.
I'm just saying. Look at this, my guy.
I'm showing
You
my.
have a nice window view of your PC, though. I'm not gonna lie. Your window looks nice.
Thank you. Costco pre-built. Hashtag Costco pre-built gang.
Oh, what's that on top of the graphics card?
Pre-builds that nuts.
Bro,
what's that on top of the graphics card? What do you mean? What's that on top of the graphics card?
like all that grainy look, like on top of it. Like, is that part of like a motherboard or something?
That great. No, okay, Kyrie. You see, you have a really higher quality GPU, and so you have a case around it. That's what it looks like underneath the case.
Yeah, and
you don't have a
Oh,
case?
he's talking about how he doesn't have a GPU plate.
Yeah, he doesn't have a GPU backplate.
No. Spikey's a little.
Donate
bit
this
right.
man a case.
Hold up. Spikey's not wrong. There is some dust in there. I probably should clean it one of these days. But yeah, there's some dust in there.
How's your graphics card still working with the dust collecting on there?
We
need to buy him a
PC. If you want to look at the picture that I sent, I'm just saying.
Listen, I can probably afford silver at best, and then that's where I cap off. And listen, man.
Donate this man.
Listen. When this thing finally dies again, I will definitely do that.
Again? You resurrected from the dead?
Wait, were you there? I don't. Okay. No. So long story short, one day my PC died, and it had the death loop sequence where like it would boot, where it would like try to reboot itself and try to fix the disk drivers and whatever, but then it turn off and then try to turn back on again, turn off. It's just the the death loop. And so and I had to call Costco customer support service, who called Dell, and I had to talk through a phone to another phone that had Dell in there, and all they did was just send me a USB drive and just reboot everything. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, reinstall. Yeah, that's often the case is reinstall Windows. The picture I sent, that's what Kyrie is used to, the backplate on a GPU.
Oh my god,
bro!
I guess I am. Like, I guess I'm in a.
The GPU is the stick that's standing up.
My boy in the trenches. You can say about his PC. Oh my god, you in the hood more. Oh my god. Oh my god! If I show my friends, they're gonna be like, "What is that, bro?
No
like,
balls.
What?
Do it. No balls.
Bro, I'll save the picture already. I'm showing them. I'm gonna wear.
He said, "I'm not asking for your permission."
Like, this is an antique. Like, it's like an antique PC.
Stop roasting the mads. Come on.
Chat, donate this man a GPU, a plate or something. Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you like my PC, bro. I'm glad you like my Costco pre-built.
I definitely like it, bro. I want one just like it.
Just gotta go to Costco.com, bro. You'll find it.
Hey, yo, Spikey, we're matching.
Okay, y'all. Yep. Okay, I can't say it. Wait a minute. So I'm allowed to say munching, right?
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Just
see y'all meat munching, bro. Oh my god.
What do you mean? What GPU you got? What's your brand?
Wait a minute. Say it again.
What's your brand of GPU?
Bro, don't worry about what's my brand. Why worry about a brand? At least I don't got Gigabyte. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're saying Gigabyte's a bad brand now? Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's the cheapest one there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So you're running what? MSI?
Of course.
Oh god, you can see my unpainted wall. I just realized.
Shoot. Even my motherboard is MSI, man.
Listen.
Motherboard is MSI, respectable. What about the GPU?
Bro, don't worry about what give color.
Got a gigabyte GPU. He's got a gigabyte GPU.
No, I don't got a gigabyte. I don't run that.
What you running? What you running? Expose yourself.
Gigabyte don't represent my people, so I don't.
What does?
Expose yourself.
Just know it's a GPU.
No.
Why y'all worrying about my PC, bro?
Because you're talking about our PCs. What's up?
Hey, I never said nothing about your PC.
Yes,
but you said something.
At least it's not gigabyte. So what's up?
Hey, if the shoe fits, you spoke up on yourself.
I'm just saying, what's your GPU? Let me know, since it's so much better than gigabyte. I just want to know, so I can't make fun of you. So I know that you're better.
Can I just step in and say, senpai, you can totally be a good manager for Logan Paul. You're fitting the criteria pretty good.
Yo, I didn't say your GPU was trash, but if the shoe fits,
I got that.
So what's up?
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, guys? Let me know.
Zotac.
What's that?
That's that high, that high premium, man.
It's definitely something else.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's nuts. Zotac, he said.
Zotac. That sounds like an ancient spell.
It's supposed to be toe tag, but
toe tag.
Yeah, because Coach didn't like that because that was part of his brand too, so he got them changing them. So
yeah. So wait, that's that much money, and then
yeah, man. So yeah, So yeah.
Normally in these scenarios, I would say you're pretty mid, senpai, but I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, I found something even more mid than you, so now I think you're a pretty decent dude. You're a pretty good guy. Oh, you want to know?
That's pile up of stuff is more mid than me. Just saying.
Sonic CD, bro. Sonic CD. Have you ever played that game?
Yes.
Oh boy, you know what? Yeah, I'm about to. All right, here we go. We're gonna start this right now. This is legitimately my quick review on Sonic Origins because I streamed like the first two games yesterday, Sonic 1 and Sonic CD, and I already found like my entire general impression of this game. And I gotta tell you, it's fun. I actually like Sonic Origins. I think it's it's a well made collection for all the classic Sonic games. I just want to say I do not like Sonic CD. I genuinely find that game more mid than my own grandma.
Wow.
Yeah.
So shade to your grandma, is that what you're saying?
Hell yeah, bro. You know it. No.
What did your grandma do to you?
Everything. But no, let me tell you, I am so baffled by Sonic CD. It's like, fun fact, if you guys didn't know, Sega of Japan and Sega of North America worked on two separate Sonic IPs in the same year, which is why we got Sonic 2 and Sonic CD. And Sonic CD is what happens when you have a bunch of ideas, throw it into one thing that's like very inconsistent, and then you just call it Sonic. Like it's got the platforming.
You don't like the time travel aspect?
Can I be honest with you? I think that's the worst part of the game.
Why would you say that, bro?
I'm gonna be honest. I've heard a lot about this game. People were like, "Oh, this is the best underrated Sonic classic game," right? I was like, "Is it that good?" And so yesterday was my first time playing it. That time travel mechanic annoyed the hell out of me. It annoyed me so much because I'm here trying to get to the end of the stage without trying to get hit, right? Because you got to collect 50 rings, get to the special zone. But I accidentally went to the past and
Triggered.
See, that just sounds like a skill issue to me, bro.
You know what? I became you know what? I became Samurai Jack, went back to the future, and you know what? And I just got hit after time traveling, and I lost all my rings and I cried. But it's not even just the time mechanics, okay? I think that's like the least worst thing out of that game. It's fun. It's just like once you do it a few times, it's just like, okay. I see the appeal, but it's like, it's there. It's there. I think my biggest issue is the stages. Like the way that they have platforming and all that. I think it's very mid, especially Stardust Highway. Ooh, I forget which act it was. I think it's Act 2. It is the worst. It is the worst stage out of that game. And let me tell you guys why. There's a section where you have to spin dash and you go through this like whole tube. But if you don't, move the analog stick to the direction you need to go, you'll end up to the other end of that tube and it has a trampoline and it sends you back. And then you got to find your egg, your way through this whole maze of tubes. And you're like launching yourself back and forth really fast, so like it's hard to see where you have to take that turn. And I think I spent a whole 3 minutes in one stage at the end. And like eventually I went back in time thinking, oh, this will help me. No, I was still stuck. It was uncomfortable.
All I'm hearing are skill issues.
Don't you pull on me. Don't you pull on me. No, but and not only that, but it's just like it's very interesting the kind of concepts they chose for this game, because they did a lot of those concepts for Mania, but I feel like they improved upon it, which made it more enjoyable. Like the special stages, right? In Mania, now you have to chase a UFO and get the Chaos Emerald. And in CD, you have to destroy UFOs. But I just don't like how janky the platforming is in the special stages and in the game. Like in the special stages, it looks like you're about to hit the UFO, but then you're like a frame too short and you just clip by it and you don't hit it. And it hurt my head a lot, bro. I just gave up on the time stones. I said, you know what? This world can have a bad future. I don't care about it. It deserves its death and misery. But I will tell you though, I do enjoy a bunch of other things about CD though. The boss levels, I wish they do more of that in Sonic games, where instead of trying to hit Eggman for like 7 times and then his contraption gets destroyed, it's legit. You have to figure out like what the skill is on that boss level and just survive. Like there's this one where you're like in this labyrinth zone, inspired zone where it's like underwater. You find Eggman and you hit him, but then he slowly starts ascending and you have to like platform on a bunch of like dangerous stuff while there's water rising. And if you're in the water, you just got to go fast because there's like no air bubbles to like get air from. And so, it's like you have to reach to the top. And once you reach to the top, you actually fight him. And what he does is that he makes himself a shield full of air bubbles, and you just got to suck all the air bubbles till like he has nothing, and you just hit him. And it's like it's unique how they do boss levels in that game. It's very unique. It's like you just hit him once and you're done, but you have to like figure out what you need to do. So like it requires actual skill instead of moving a little bit, hitting him a few times, rinse, repeat. I really enjoy the boss levels in that game, and I wish they did more like that. And I'll tell you what, I did the horrible choice of listening to the North America soundtrack. I don't know what it is with North America back then, but they make some terrible soundtrack for a Sonic CD. Can I tell you guys? The boss level was very uncomfortable. Because let me tell you, you hear this very ominous music, and then you hear a oh ho 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 ho, and then you hear. Yeah, it's like menacing. It's like very unsettling. And then if you listen to the JP music, like they go very funky and jazzy, bro. I want that. Not this North America trash. It was awful. It was pretty boring, the soundtrack. Like the Japanese soundtrack was actually really good. I don't know why they changed it. I I don't know, bro. It was horrible. But I tell you what, the music and like the gameplay, minus some zones, was pretty good. It was pretty good. Like if I had to say, like it's not bad. It's just I would definitely play all the other Sonic games over CD. I would 100% play all the Sonic games over CD. Mm-hmm. And what I like about Sonic Origins, if we're talking about the overall game, is that they have animated cutscenes for the actual games. It's actually really nice. Like, have you guys seen the Sonic Mania episodes? Where it's like all...
No, I didn't.
Okay. So before Sonic Mania came out, they actually made animated episodes, like, like 3-minute episodes with like all of like, the characters, and it was really nice. And they did that again for like the opening and the outro for all the Sonic games. So like it feels like it's all one continuous story. It's really nice. And like the way that they remastered a bunch of aspects of the game, I like it. And overall, I think if you want to play all the classic Sonic games, you should totally get Origins. You know, it's just it's got new features, but it's nothing new gameplay wise. So it's definitely worth it if you want to experience the Sonic games. That's my take on it. I just don't like CD though. CD, I don't know, man. It's trash. I'm sorry. I have to say it. I have to do it to them like that. Oh, Figure 8 Dash, my other favorite thing. You never see that in other Sonic games. So yeah,
that's not true. You see it in Sonic Lost World.
Get out of here. Out of here. We don't talk about such forbidden relics.
You know I'm right.
You are right though. But it's still unique though. Like you don't see that in other Sonic games. You just see more spin dashes. Like the Figure 8 Dash is really nice. Dude just stands still and then his legs turn into an 8 and then he launches himself. It's really cool. I like it. So yeah, that's what I think about Sonic Origins.
He turned himself into an 8. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
He almost.
Listen, I already like let a couple few rip out. So
yeah, do you like CD? Do you guys actually like CD? Like I'm actually kind of curious.
Dude, these two sleepers haven't played CD.
I have not played CD. It's true. I don't play Sonic games in general.
Makes sense. You should talk. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you it like this. Because I realized I bought this game on sale. I will say it like this. If you can find the Sonic games in any other way, buy it that way. Origins is a good way to like play them all at once and have cool stuff. But I don't think it's worth $40. I don't think it's worth $40. Like
40. Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought it was 20.
Yeah, I bought it less than 20 when it was on Steam sale.
Buddy, no.
Yeah, no, $40. Yeah, no. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Like it's good. And if it's on sale, cop it.
But if $40 good.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can easily find the other games through emulators and stuff, and it's still the same experience. The only thing you're getting from Origins is just new animated cutscenes, a museum to all the illustrations, manuals, art book covers, and like music of all the Sonic games. And that's about it. There's like DLC where you get harder levels and stuff, but I don't play games for harder levels. I already suck at these games anyway.
I do. I play for the challenge. Like I noticed that about me and Sean. Like we love RPGs, but we have different objectives when it comes to, going through a playthrough.
Yeah.
Which that I can't respect.
I can't respect.
Use mods. Yeah, he used mods.
Look who's talking, bro. Look who's talking.
Y'all are technically using mods, so
see. Let me tell you, Sean talked me into using a mod. Guess what? I got rid of it. I felt so dirty. It felt like I was cheating on somebody, bro. I felt so bad. I was like, man, like if I got everything that I want in the game, what's the point of going through it? Like the point is to grind. If I don't have to grind, what's the point of playing it? Like that's how I felt. I was like, like I just couldn't do it.
I'll tell you
that's
what.
Fair.
I'll tell you what, yeah, I don't like mods like that where like you can easily get all the stuff that you earn from grinding the game. But I will say I do like the usage of mods if it enhances the experience of said game. So like Cyberpunk has a bunch of mods that make the game infinitely better. And so I just install those, right? Like they give you different weapons, different animations, more weapons that you can actually get in game. It's really nice. It's really nice how they do that. But if it's like, oh, I just want this one weapon, I'll just mod to get it. No. I don't like that kind of modding. It just doesn't feel rewarding. Because yeah, for me, a game is like, you play to get the reward, right? Which even though I'm not good at Sonic games, I do like playing it for the challenge of trying to be good at platforming. Because at the end, it's a rewarding experience to actually beat it.
Yeah.
or like the Chaos Emerald stages. I hate those, but once you get all of them, you get a good ending, and that shit's really rewarding.
Hell yeah, like if it's enhanced the gameplay, that's dope. Or like change some up, like clothes or some shit. Or just like today was playing co-op. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah,
But
like Skyrim,
making your stats max, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
you
no,
know,
that's cool too, dude. I get to be a god.
that is hard. Maybe fun, yes, but
maybe for like a few minutes.
But it's like, what's the objective now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's
I
something
had to
you
destroy
do.
everything in my path.
Ooh, yeah, how good is that for a few minutes?
But
and
it depends.
Then
It's like, are you trying to play for the story only? If you're trying to play for the story only, like I like playing games for their story only. Like when it comes to story mode games, I don't play for the challenge. I don't play for the grind. I just want to get through the story.
Mhm.
So like anything to help me get through the story. I'm just trying to get to the next cutscene. I'm basically trying to watch a movie.
Okay, yeah, that makes
See,
sense.
I don't care for stories in video games as long as the gameplay is good. If the gameplay is good, then sure, it does everything to me. But like the story,
See, I'm a little bit of in between. It's like I play a game. Like if it's a story game, I'm obviously there to see what the story offers, but it can't be just a story. Like one of my favorite games that does this right is Spider-Man. You do the story, but at the same time, hey, try these stuffs out and you get rewarded for it. What I love about a bunch about games is that you get rewarded for your progress in the game, whether it's finishing the story or doing the extra objectives to get that little bit of extra lore info for the next game. Like Kingdom Hearts does this really good. If you if you get 100% completion, you get an extended part of the ending that reveals the next parts of the game. Like they're so like ominous, but they show you what to expect in the next game, and you're like, oh my god, I get to see this because I played hard. Which, you know, nowadays when you can just Google it, right? Yeah, that's cool, but like, I don't like that. If you like that, that's cool. But me, I prefer to play the game to see what I can get. When games don't reward something and I waste my time, then I hate it. You know, it makes me depressed. Because I gave hours to this game. You tell me you're gonna give me nothing neat? Give me at least a T-shirt like in GTA Vice City.
Yeah, I like, between, kind of like you, Biko. Or like sometimes it can have decent gameplay, kind of mid, but if it got a good story, I'm there. Or better yet, shit, it can have just a simple story that really, you lose brain cells to even think about. But if it got some good ass gameplay, boy, just ignore all that. I'm down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I like RPGs a lot because the main point of it is to try to, like kind of do everything, right? Like,
yeah.
Like Genshin is kind of one of those games, right? Like if you do these side quests, right? That like
no.
Yes. There's some side quests that give you better weapons, and it's like, oh, I'll grind for that. Or hey, there's some fishing activities. You'll get a really good weapon out of that. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll play that.
like copium. It's copium.
No, copium is my gambling addiction.
It's like Genshin got like, well, this is subjective anyway. Like story wise, like I think it has a nice story because it's a lot going on. But
just
gameplay
is
it's just awesome. Damn, bro.
No, I feel you. But no, I just like games when like they reward you for actually doing more than just a regular story. Because yeah, the story's fun, but like I don't want to pay $60 for a story. I want to pay $60 because I want to, do everything that the game offers.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just wait till the price drops and then I'll just do the story. That's just how I am, right? But I haven't felt like that in a long time. I need that copium feel where like a game rewards me and it makes me hyped for the next game and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, Sonic Origins, fun, but get it on a discount. Find it on G2A. But since we're talking about RPGs and all that, Spikey, you're new to Elden Ring, right?
Yes, I am.
Tell us your experience. You know what? You three tell me your experience about Elden Ring.
Listen,
pitch the sale to me.
Onion Ring
tell me if I
is
should
great.
buy it. Onion Ring?
I would say buy it on sale. Like if you see it on sale, get it on sale. It's really fun. Dude, the world is massive. Like it's open world and you can go to so many places. It's hard as fuck. I let one rip as well. I'm sorry.
You know what? You're fine. That whole cursing thing is mainly for me. You guys know how to control yourselves. You know me. I'm here. You know, it applies to you too, senpai. It applies to you too, senpai. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust you anymore.
It's really fun. Like the enemies are super cool. It's very different. Like everything feels unique. It doesn't feel like there's a place or a fight that feels repetitive.
Okay.
Like it feels like every single encounter is something new, and I really enjoy that.
Like, are all the bosses having like a different kind of like skill that you got to learn to, like a whole different battle pattern? Because I know, like, what I've been noticing is that a bunch of these bosses have a similar like not all of them, but like, each boss has a pattern that you can like analyze so you can like counter it effectively to fight against it.
Yeah, every boss has different attacks that you can watch out for. For example, the lava worm I was fighting. That boss has, I think I can count them, has 3 different fire attacks and 3 different sword swing attacks.
Right.
And that boss specifically does different combinations every time, so you gotta react to which one he's gonna do, so you can dodge out of the way and not get hit, because you get like hit like crazy. It's super hard. It's fun though. I have a problem.
You know what? I'll tell you this. Okay.
Just a rush.
Watching you guys play it reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts, and that makes me very intrigued. Like, I'm debating if I should buy it full price or not. But yeah, no, because like I don't think I've ever said it in any of my Kingdom Hearts streams, but like every time I'd freak out, I'd roll and just say Dark Souls repetitively, because rolling, having to figure out what the boss is, like all reminds you of Kingdom Hearts, and so seeing this, I'm like, I definitely like these kind of games. So where it's a bunch of strategy, getting better weapons, improving yourself, and getting and that's the part I like, the magic and all that in this game. It looks really sick.
Yeah. No, like definitely I really like the bosses. The one thing I really don't like though is the regular enemies that are not bosses themselves.
The minions, right?
Yeah, the minions, I just wish they didn't have that much health, honestly.
Too much health.
I'm not there to. They're not the boss, and
they're not that guy.
I get why. They're just not that guy, and sometimes they can get annoying in like large groups, but I get it. I get why it's there. I just would prefer if it just weren't there. Honestly, just make it boss only. But I see how that could get repetitive and boring.
Right. And honestly, you just started playing the game today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Aside from the massive multiplayer mod added, what are your thoughts about the game? Like, what is your experience and your general impressions on it?
I think we fought 4 bosses that run. We fought Godric, the Lord of all that is gold. We fought the Ice Dragon, the Fire Dragon, and the Magma Worm. The Magma Worm and Godric were pretty unique.
The horse.
The horse, yeah. We fought the Tree Sentinel as well, so we fought 5.
Okay.
So the Tree Sentinel, Godric, and especially the Tree Sentinel, and the Magma Worm were all super unique. The 2 dragons though had like the exact same like pattern of attack. They were even the same model, but like slightly different. It was like reskinned models.
Right, so what can you do with a dragon? They could have a sword.
Any of that. I wasn't there for the fight with that or any of that. I was there to look cool and to try to understand the story. Because I've tried to understand Elden Ring story once and I gave up because it was too complicated, and I'm just there to spectate. I have more fun watching them do it than doing it myself.
Right.
I'm glad I'm there though.
Okay.
But I was, like I said, I was on spectator mode, and I was very happy to be on spectator mode.
Okay. So to summarize, gameplay is like not necessarily for you, but you're just there for the story?
Honestly, I mean, I might, get called sleeper for this. Probably will. A lot of people will disagree with me. I don't like games that are hard or designed just to be hard. I don't enjoy that.
Right, that's understandable. That's understandable.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see. To me, the point in getting frustrated because I'll lose my temper and get frustrated at a game if I'm putting my all into it.
Yeah,
and I don't want to do that. Like games are to relax and have fun. I don't want to. I'm on edge watching them do it, and I'm having fun when I have no stakes in it. But if I were to play this by myself, I could see it, going back to the same boss over and over again. I would just turn the game off and uninstall. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't see why I would put myself through that. To me, that's not fun. That's not what I play a game for.
Right. No, you know what? I can see that. I remember the Jump King session and
oh my god, that was the funniest thing.
It's funny for us, but I can imagine you know what? No, I can't even say I can imagine the rage you were feeling. You were probably just gave up on everything. You were just guts at that moment when everything when everything just got 180'd.
Jump King is a blur. I fell asleep. Do you guys remember that? I fell asleep during Jump King.
Yeah, I don't. The whole thing.
Yeah, I fell asleep. It's blur to me. I don't remember it. It's a blur. I would fall asleep, and the sound of the night hitting the ground would wake me up. And then I would jump, and I would muscle memory all the way back to the top. It got to the point where chat was telling me, you don't have to keep your promise. You could stop playing early. It's okay. And I was like, no, we have to keep going. And I just kept going.
That was a beautiful moment.
I was a zombie.
I went to sleep knowing that you were playing Jump King. I wake up to you playing Jump King.
Yeah, it was zero progress, right?
Zero progress. Because I was like, okay, he's here. By the time I wake up, he surely should be high enough. No, you're still at the same place. So I can imagine if you were awake for those 5 hours, you probably would have ended stream if you were fully awake.
Yeah, that. Thank God I was able to fall asleep. But yeah, no, I don't play a game because it's hard. Like just because the game is hard doesn't make it fun to me. It does the opposite. It turns me off from the game. Right. I like games that I already have some aptitude in and that are easy.
Like first-person shooter, right?
Captivating story. Yeah, first-person shooter. Yeah, because I've been playing first-person shooter since I was a kid.
Right.
So I have some aptitude. I have some level of competency. Right. I have some control over the situation. I don't want to learn a completely new set of skills that I've never done before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've never played a Souls game before.
I'm the opposite. I've never played a Souls game before, but having, the challenge of like, oh, this is something I can get good at. Just I strive to get good. That's what it is. Like for example, Destiny. I really like Destiny, and I saw the potential for like the different or the skill ceiling in that game. Right. So I put a lot of hours into it. Fighters was really fun. I had a lot of fun learning how to play fighters because I've never played a game that was like that.
Yeah.
And same thing with when Apex. I was like really into Apex at one point. That I just wanted to play Apex and only Apex. I just have these times where I just hyper focus on a game,
right?
That I just really enjoy because I really want to get good at them. Oh yeah, Osu. I forgot Osu.
Oh boy,
Osu was one of the games that I really like played religiously.
Yeah, to me, like getting good at a game only matters if the game is relevant to get good in, if that makes sense. I would only play a game to get good at if it was something that I could play like I don't know, at some competitive level, I guess, against other people.
Right.
Like test my skills against other people. Like Elden Ring, right, is a solo game. I'm not going to run through the game and like speed run the game, right? Or get really good at dodging or get really good at fighting bosses because like that, I have nothing to compete against someone else in. If it's like if there's a game where it's compete with yourself, sure, but like if I'm competing with myself, I'll just sauce myself the easy pass. Like I'll just give myself God mode. Like if it's just about me doing the best I could possibly do, I'll turn on God mode and give myself the best gear in the game.
That like, I don't care. I'm not proving myself to anyone there. I'd rather test my skill against someone else and come out on top of that person. That's where I would care about skill. Like games like Call of Duty back in the day, I used to play Call of Duty a lot, or Apex, or Fighters, right? That's stuff that you could test your skill in someone else, right? And if you fail, then you could go back to the books and see whatever. Like I don't care for my like. How do I say this? Elden Ring is not something I would play by myself ever. I wouldn't.
Right.
I don't see myself ever cracking open the game and being like, let's crack open this. I would just watch a video instead. Like if I'm just playing by myself for no reason, I would rather just watch videos on YouTube or watch a TV show or something like that.
Okay, makes sense. Honestly, when it comes to the topic of like skills and games, I'm a little bit on like the side of like if it's something I can easily do without having to like memorize so much, I'll put some effort into it. But if it's something like fighting games where I have to remember how to do the inputs and remember like a sequence to make a good combo and all that, I'm done. I'm not even I'm not even gonna bother with it. Like I can only play fighting games to a certain level, and then in which case when I'm like to the point where like I have to start trying more to get better at some point with like a fighter's play style, I'm just like, yeah, this was fun, but I'd rather play Need for Speed or something.
See, that's why you want Trick.
Mm-hmm.
You just pick a certain character that you're really good at, and you just stick with that.
Listen, I believe you on that. I tried to do with Piccolo and all that, and then when it came to like the harder stuff, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna learn someone new, nor am I gonna try to improve Piccolo. So I said, you know what? It's time I hang up the coat, boys.
I feel that too.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Guilty Gear. Like I like Ino. Is that her name? Io, whatever. She's fun, but she's very complex. But I'm not gonna go through the effort of learning someone easier or try to memorize her complex fighting style. I said, you know what? I'll play for fun, but I'm not gonna take these games seriously just because it's like too much for me to try to memorize. Like I can easily do competitive first person shooters because all I have to do is remember where my fingers are. Just think ahead of time and just try to be aware of like what's going on in game. That doesn't require too much, right? It's why I love like Warzone, Halo Infinite, and all those kind of battle royale games and competitive shooters.
Yeah, I feel that heavily as well. Like I think even Kyrie mentioned it once while we were playing Fighters. It gets to a point where you have to start studying and going into the training lab like often, and then it's not fun.
Yeah, like
See, I find that fun though.
Yeah, and I mean,
no, it depends on who you are, right? Me, I do not like that personally. It's too much. When a game becomes a job, I don't like that.
Right. But I will say though, I will take the extra time in like single player games to find like all the cool stuff that you can build out of your character, right? Like in Cyberpunk, if you build like enough augmentations on yourself, you can actually have some really cool builds with cybernetics. Or like Kingdom Hearts, right? They give you a bunch of different, spells and like abilities and different keyblades, right? And it's like, ooh, I can have this keyblade and then, these attack styles, or I can use this certain type of magic and use them as hotkeys. Like it's fun doing that stuff, experimenting for fun. But if it's like in a multiplayer sense, I'd rather keep it simple. Yeah, it's just as simple as that for me. Because me, I can get competitive, but I don't like to be competitive. I like to be casual for the most part.
Yeah,
I like competitive games. It's something I like. Even though Elden Ring, yes, it is a solo game. But I can challenge myself to be the best.
It's got some good PvP. Have you seen the Twitch rivals of Elden Ring? Those things are fun.
Hey.
No, I have not.
You didn't try
I don't know
PvP,
anything
bro.
about Elden Ring.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. No. Hold up. I gotta call out Sticky and Sean.
Oh, when they killed you?
Yeah, dude. I was just chilling. Dude, these two just killed me and made me lose all the runes that I had prior to that.
Oh, that sounds like GTA Online. If you don't have all your money in your bank account and people kill you, you can lose all your money.
It's basically that, dude.
Oh, that's horrible.
That generally got me so annoyed.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I was kind of laughing at that when you're like, you know what, I'm out of here. You pulled a Sonic CD. That's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, no. I was about to off the screen, dude.
And then have that horrific music play. Bro, you know what? I if you did that, I would have probably said Sonic CD is the best game ever.
Just left. But then you know who else would have been there to solo? Actually, no, I didn't solo. To carry with Sean, the horse dude.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I did not die. I barely got hit.
It's true. It was amazing to watch.
And senpai, I gotta ask you now because I know you like these games. I remember you playing the hell out of Dark Souls 3, you know, like last year. And now that you're playing Elden Ring, like, how do you feel about the Souls series and all that? Like, where's your stand on this? You know, I'm interested in, you know, how about the impressions of Spiky and Aussie, but I want to hear from you, someone who's played it longer.
Yeah, I played the Souls game since Demon Souls. It was Demon Souls, then it was like Dark Souls. They had 3.
Actually, do you know when Demon Souls is coming out? Like, do you know when the remake's coming out?
The remakes?
Yeah, there's a remake.
Oh, the remaster of Demon Souls?
Yeah.
Or Dark Souls. Oh yeah, it's already out.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, is it a PS4 exclusive?
I think it is. I'm not sure.
But
yeah, like I played Soul-like games, you know, for a long time. Ever since I was like in middle school.
Right.
Because like my uncle had Demon Souls and they had like ranks of how good you did in the game. And my uncle, he was like top rank, and like they had this like picture, like women, like his character and everything, like posted. And I was like, damn, I want to be just like him.
Yeah,
after that, I was and after that, I was into it. And you know, I beat Elden Ring once. And after that, I think we started playing other stuff. I just got lost in the sauce. But I mean, it's a pretty good game. I like games that's like difficult or like anything that's super challenging for me to learn. Like, I just like it. Even though I may be pretty bad at it, but the thing about it, like, I just have fun. It's like Destiny. I'm terrible at that game. But when I actually figured out
it's fun.
A class that get in your face and punch you and shotgun you, and there's nothing you can do about it in close range.
I mean, there is.
You know what? I'll agree with you with Destiny. I'll agree with you with Destiny because I got the fire. What's the fire class called? What's that one called?
You playing on Warlock?
Yeah, Warlock.
Yeah, Dawnblade.
Yeah. I finally got a build that I actually like from Destiny, which made it enjoyable. It's basically where you like throw some fireballs and like the way that you have your, what are they called, passives, like the stuff you buy to equip on them, right? Because if you bear with me for a second, I equipped it in a way where like the cooldown is so fast where I can just spam it and it's really fun to do on like, you know, on PvE. It's really fun. I really enjoy that kind of stuff. But no, yeah, I definitely get you. Once you figure out the game, it's really fun. But you know, I did hear like Bloodborne and Elden Ring got to be like the easier out of the Souls game. Like, how do you feel about all that?
Honestly, I would say,
like, is it actually challenging, or is it just because you play solo that makes it challenging?
Honestly, like all of them, like challenging when you first start, like when you're not expecting. Like, you know, because like the new boss and, you know, the enemies and stuff like that. Yes, it's challenging. But like, I think they're all the same, to be honest. Because like, once you learn the patterns and know these bosses, like, it's just easy.
Okay.
Shit, like, just shit. And Spike, an example. Like, shit, he beat the damn horse. He was like dodging the hell out the damn horse. When me and Sean first played, bro, we died almost. I can't remember how many times. But eventually, like, we beat it, and now when we play against him, it's pretty easy. Like, it's
but you still died.
Why'd you die?
Shit, just being a goofball. Shit, I wasn't taking this shit serious. It was fun. I mean, it happens.
Okay.
Honestly, in that game, you die more than you honestly win. Honestly, like it's you're gonna die. You're gonna die from the most stupid.
Yeah,
there's no perfect.
Right.
Like
Yep.
it's stupid. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Oh my
But other than
goodness.
that, I fucks
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
I just like running around naked with my two katanas.
Yeah, you're pretty caked up, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of you gotta stop that. Anyway, Spiky, you did mention that it's wait for a price drop. Why do you say that?
Honestly, just because it's a good deal. I mean, if you have the $60 to get it regularly, I mean, go ahead.
Okay, so you think it's worth buying
But
full price?
I think it just depends on the type of player you are. Like, pick it up, and if you don't like it, well, get the refund.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right. How about you two? Since I know you three are completely different players, what do you guys' stance on Elden Ring? Sell it to me. Should I buy it? Yes or no? Would you recommend me buying it full price or should I wait? What is your guys' opinions?
I didn't buy it full price. I wouldn't recommend anyone to buy it full price. I mean, I'm sure it's a great game. I'm not saying because it's a bad game. There's very few games I would buy full price.
Right.
The only game I bought full price in like the last year is Jedi Survivor, and it hasn't even come out yet. And that's just because it's Star Wars. That's
did you actually buy it?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Oh, wow. That's okay. What are you getting for it? What's the pre-order bonus?
Kenobi outfit, Luke Skywalker outfit, Han Solo outfit, Han Solo blaster, Kenobi lightsaber, Anakin lightsaber.
Oh, that's actually dope. Okay, that actually kind of sounds worth it.
Yeah, it's kind of a dope bundle. But I'm gonna get the game no matter what, even if it's a bad game. I know that because it's Star Wars.
Right, because you like Star Wars. Yeah.
Cringe.
Yeah, because Sonic is so much better, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Bestiality.
How about you, Senpai? What is your stance?
Gary?
I think he died.
Yes.
Buy it full price. Buy it on discount. What should he do?
Well, if I was the kind of person interested in it, and I'm just asking from I'm asking three different people. Okay, so far I'm hearing get it on discount. What's yours?
If you want to be a smart man, discount. If you want the experience so bad, buy it now.
Okay.
But honestly, I mean, I wouldn't tell nobody to buy it full. Well, I just told you how to buy it full price. But me personally, I wouldn't buy it full price. So don't. Just wait or go to G2A.
Oh god, you know what's funny? I actually did look it up on G2A, and it's it's actually way more pricier than on Steam.
Yeah, that game is a legend on G2A.
Yeah, no, I found it for because I was talking to Spiky about it. I was curious to see what the price was, right? And G2A is $36, and when I click on it, after taxes and everything, apparently it's $46, which is way.
How much is it on Steam?
I think it's 44.
44.
And that isn't
44 on sale.
Yeah.
Oh hell no. We can't do that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it feels like it is a good game. If it's how long has it been out now? For almost a year, right?
Oh hell yeah.
It came out 2022.
Yeah. So honestly, yeah, it makes sense though. Yeah, I just figured I'd ask you guys because I don't know, I'm hesitant on buying anything full price nowadays. The only one that I would have bought full price is Cyberpunk, but good thing I got it on sale.
Hell yeah.
100%.
I'm looking at Cyberpunk next because Cyberpunk is updating real good. They have another game, update.
Yeah, Phantom Liberties. I'm actually, I got to continue my Let's Play on it, dude. I'm either debating on restarting or just showing the clip again and just being that's part 1. That's all you get. That one scene where I accidentally show my junk. Cyberpunk, love it. All right. Well, I like that. Well, it took us 3 hours, but we went through everything. Is there anything else you guys want to say aside from ripping on Sean? But we can say that for later though.
I'm good.
You good? All right. How about you guys? Anything else?
Shit, I'm good, man. We said a lot today. We touched on a lot of subjects.
Yeah, well, best way to start season 2, right? With a 3-hour long video.
I'm telling you, that's good.
Exactly. Also, Sean, can you tell your mom I'm sorry for being late? I'm sorry that the podcast ran an hour extra. I'll be there soon. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are good, we'll end it right here. Anyone you guys want to raid? Because I see Cinna's on, but it's up to you guys.
I'm fine with ratings, enough.
I bet, and you guys are gonna like this. The outro. The outro. Well, yes, my final peace offering for you guys. It's nothing big. It's just the intro. I'm just saying, see you soon instead.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
But with that said, folks, I want to thank everyone tonight for joining us on the first episode of season 2. It was a blast, and I'm glad we did this live and still in the back. Hopefully, we get a new studio soon. That's all I'm gonna say, guys.
Yeah. Same here. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got more stuff planned.
Yeah, man. Because
yes.
I'm tired of this garbage. I'm tired of this. I'm holding.
It's okay.
Help me.
Well, yeah, you can drop the TV now. It's okay, man.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And also, you can stop pedaling your feet. You can turn off the TV now.
All right. My feet are off the pedals. Consider it.
All right. Bet. I can't find the background. Anyways, yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Bakoto.
I am Osiris Imanu.
And I am your
voice
sexy.
spiky.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna cut you off like that, man. But I am indeed sexy senpai. Okay, holla at me.
Alrighty. And until then, guys, we will see you all next week.
This has been the VOB Podcast. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next time.